lost beyond all hope. You cannot see my plight, for I have so shut your eyes. What will become of love? I see only damnation.
I forgot how hard the Blood Omen music actually went. Like, goddamn. Like, that song before, beautiful. That was great. Yeah, that was a very good game. Yeah, I'm funny we'll be able to return to the series, right? Also, my mic is speaking. I'm so sorry. Let me just rearrange it a bit. There we go. But hello everybody, how you guys doing? Hello, Deus Ex Logic. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. And in case you guys don't know me, hello everybody, my name is Zan, and I'm a prisoner, here to pay off my debts by streaming for you. I'm glad to have you as my wardens tonight. And yeah, the music is really good. Yeah, finally, today we're going and play Soul Reaver too. We will finally continue the series. Yeah, it's been like over a year. It's been over a year since we've last played Legacy of Kain game. And as I said last time we played this series, this is like my first time going through like all the games. I like literally never played those games before. I mean, I knew about those games, but like never actually played them myself. Even though they were on PC, I just never managed to do it, I guess. And as I said before, I do regret that, because I'm sure if I actually played those games when I was younger, then I would absolutely love them. But alas, it didn't happen. So yeah, basically what I'm doing now is, I don't want to say relive my childhood, but more of a get my childhood, get like a new childhood or something. I don't know. Package delivery got you picking out your door like a paranoid guy. Oh, I see. Yeah, I also got my package today as well. And but yeah, I'll talk about it a bit later. But yeah, hope you're waiting for something nice. Hope you'll get what you want, and you won't have to like keep camping the courier or whatever. But yeah, hope you looking for something nice. Last time they came into the Serdian, they didn't knock. Yeah, they tend to do that, right? Like the delivery guys, like love to do this stuff. Like, you know, they like won't knock, they won't use the bell, and then you'll see that the package was not delivered, even though you were at home the entire day, right? And they were like, but they were here, but you know, they didn't knock or do whatever because they're lazy or something, which I actually never understood, right? Because if they didn't deliver that package, like right now, they would have like delivered I can speak, sorry, deliver it later. They would still have to do it, so I never understood this. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why they are like this. I have no idea. Yeah, thankfully my country has like those like very good PO boxes, where you like can basically like say to the delivery guy, just deliver it to a PO box, and you know that, and then you can just go for it when you want to, and that's great. That's like literally my favorite invention of like the last 10 years or so. You know, those like automated PO boxes. And yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I also used one today when I was taking my today's package as well. But yeah, basically, good luck with your courier. Good luck with camping for the delivery guy. Because yeah, I know the pain. I know the pain. So yeah, good luck. Hopefully you catch the bastard before he can escape, and you get what you want. But yes, I was about to say before starting to talk about Soul Reaver. Yeah, I'm very sorry for not streaming this last. Yeah, I was supposed to be streaming yesterday, kind of, and also on Sunday, but I just couldn't do it. Those like last few days, I was like super exhausted. I don't know why. It may be an allergy or something. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, basically my allergy situation is that yeah, for my like literally entire life, I had like literally no allergies. I was like fine all the time, and suddenly like a year or two ago, I started getting symptoms during like the during like the allergy season. Not only like me, also like my mom, who as far as I understand also did not have like symptoms before. She also started to get like those allergy symptoms, and as I said, me too. And so yeah, I assume that may be a part of it, especially since yeah, no, that was also like part of why I didn't stream yesterday. But my right eye got like very sore, and I don't really know why. It's like very sore, and it almost like looked like a blood vessel pop, because it is a bit of a bloody eye there as well. And so yeah, basically I bought some drops today, so hopefully that will make it a bit better. But yeah, I assume it may be a bit connected to the allergy or something, because as I said before, it's a season, and I do can feel some symptoms. Like for example, like yesterday I was like so exhausted. I was literally so tired. I was like angry. I was like furious because I was so angry. And, like, it's a very hard thing to describe if you don't know what I mean. But yeah, basically imagine seething, right? Imagine like literally seething, screaming, having a baby rage because you're just tired. So yeah, basically that's what happened to me yesterday. So yeah, that's why I decided to also skip yesterday's stream, which I do regret because I want to play a bit more Souls. Because I really want to like finally one day be able to finish Dark Souls. And I know if tomorrow the weather is like very bad, it doesn't seem like it will be. But if tomorrow the weather is bad and my work will be like nice to me, then maybe tomorrow I'll do like a bonus stream. And you know, I think I'll just go and log in and just you know, just log in and finish Dark Souls, or at least like finish most of the DLC, at least until Calamite, because I assume Calamite will take a while. I mean, even though Calamite for me is like, for example, Nameless King in Dark Souls 3, which you know, it's basically like a boss I always dread to play or to fight. But whenever I actually fight him, I slap him like one or two tries. So I don't know, maybe it will be the same, but you never know. Especially with the streamer debuff. That's a bit of a problem. But yeah, again, I'm so sorry that I couldn't like stream yesterday. In your case, you had seasonal allergies since you were a kid, but you started eating pollen around now in the year. Your symptoms not reduced by more than a half. Yeah, I guess I should actually like go and look for like allergy treatment as well. But as I said before, when I was younger, for like at least 20 something years, I was like fine. It was like nothing. And same for my mother. My mother was like even longer. She was like for a literal 50 years or so, and she was like fine. She never had allergy before. And suddenly, like literally both of us, like at the same time, we started getting allergy symptoms. And it started like a few years ago or so. But yeah, it sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I want to be healthy again. I want to be a young bug, you know. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? But yeah, I really hope my eye will get better. It is still a bit sore. I did use the drops. The drops are like, I can already feel the drops helped a bit with the eye. But yeah, I still can feel it being a bit sore. I may have to take it easy on that eye. I don't know. Maybe I should like go full big boss and just get an eye patch and just wear an eye patch for a few days. Maybe that will work. Who knows? Especially since I'm supposed to be having an eye patch, right? Kind of. And can I like find some older image of myself. And because I haven't worn that eye patch for a bit. Hold on, let me find like an old picture. I need to like find like a true classic Zan picture right now. Hold on. It's really been a while. Where do we have like my old form? Sorry, I almost ruined your immersion. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad streamer. Sorry for ruining your immersion. Yeah, okay, there we go. And there he is. Yeah, see, like that. I used to have an eye patch as well. It's also on the right eye. It's almost prophetic, right? But yeah, anyway, I'll think about it later. Spent 30 bucks on a pound jar of pollen from the local Amish adjacent type fox at the farmer's market. Stuff is a straight up buff potion IRL. Ooh, interesting. I actually didn't know they like actually sell pollen. So, you know, that's surprising. Yeah, I should look into it. Yeah, especially since you say that it's basically like a buff potion. Yeah, basically buff is something that I need right now. I need a good buff. I need to like find like, what can I say? I need to like find someone to be my healer IRL. You know, I can be a tank. Okay, actually no. When I played World of Warcraft for like 2 weeks on like a trial, then I still remember. I've played a troll rogue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like troll rogue. I had like a bow or something. So yeah, basically I'll be a troll rogue, as I said, but I need a healer. So who wants to like volunteer to be my healer? You know, you can go and buff me. You can be my priest. To use World of Warcraft terms. I've actually been thinking for like a year to like actually, you know, buy like a subscription for like a month for World of Warcraft Classic and just, you know, play it for a month on a stream. But you know, that means giving money to Blizzard, which... Okay, yeah, you know what? I did buy the Diablo 4 expansion, so I guess I can say that would be against my values. So yeah, maybe I should think about that. Maybe I should. But yeah, speaking of values, speaking of like breaking my values or whatever, or like being a hypocrite. Which I'm quite a professional at this. I'm quite a professional at being a hypocrite because, you know, as you may remember from my streams, I'm like a very anti-Nintendo guy, right? I'm like a very one of these guys who like criticizes Nintendo for literally everything they do, right? Yeah, basically every time I like spoken about Nintendo on the stream, it was always negative. I always like shitted on them quite hard. So naturally, I bought a Switch too. Naturally, I had to be a good consumer, and you know, buy this all new shiny Switch 2. I actually that's my package. That's my package I was like talking to you about before. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit like I got a bit into the soundtrack of Blood Omen. Like I said before, it's a really good soundtrack. It's very underrated, right? You don't like really see people or hear about people praising Blood Omen soundtrack. But yeah, what can I say? It's a bop. It's like an actual. It's actually going hard. Also, hello Severin, welcome. How we doing? Welcome. How we doing? Yeah, perfect timing, Severin. You can go here and laugh at me, because as I was saying, I just received my Nintendo Switch I just bought. It's right there. I haven't do anything yet with it. I just like configure it. You know, I just like configure it. I like transfer my data from my Switch 1 to Switch 2, and yeah, I now have Switch 2. Me the biggest like Nintendo anti, a pretendo one might say even. Yeah, do you guys know about pretendos? Apparently, it's like one of these slang of like Nintendo tendies, right? This like literally their slur for like people who like basically like me, right? They like Nintendo somewhat, but they still like criticize them, and that's like a slur for those type of people. So yeah, what can I say? I'm a pretendo. I do not hate Nintendo even half as much as you do. I mean, that's a fair point, right? Because I did buy a Switch too, so. Oh god. Yeah, what can I say? What can I say? I literally cannot explain this. I don't have an excuse for that. For that rampant consumerism I just did. Okay, I do have one excuse though. It was cheaper than usual, and it was like literally, you know, it's like literally like my favorite game shop. It's like the shop that I always like was like buying stuff during the time when Wii U was like literally the rarest thing ever, and you couldn't like buy Wii U games anywhere aside from this one shop. So yeah, basically like this shop had like a big Nintendo sale, and it was like, oh, the Switch 2 is like much cheaper, and also the sale literally ends the next day, so you know, think quickly. And I basically had like a 3 options. Okay, but before I continue, actually, you know what? The soundtrack goes hard, but it's a bit too. I say it's a bit too jumpy. So let's go for RuneScape to be a bit more pleasant. It really like gets my attention too much. Yeah, but let me just read the rest of the messages before I keep humiliating myself. You remember buying Chinese microchips and hacking your 3DS so you could watch movies and download other Japanese contents on it? Oh yeah, that's right. My friend did the same. He also did the same for PSP, and yeah, those was like great. Those like actually like, you know, back in the day when smartphones were like very bad yet, they weren't like as, I'd say, they weren't as media ready as they are now. Yeah, basically those like portable consoles, which, you know, hacked, were pretty good for that, for like this old multimedia thingy. What next? I'll make all of you in Tomodachi Life. Damn it, Severin, you got me. You can literally read into me before I even say that. But yeah, that was like part of the plan. Because yeah, as I said before, I did buy Tomodachi Life, and I'm still waiting for it because it's a physical version. So I have to wait for until June to receive it. And make your interest extremely inappropriate. Yeah, as I said before, you can read into my mind, Severin, but yeah, that's true. It will be a part of like the anniversary event. Basically, the anniversary this time will like take, you know, the entire month. And during that month, we'll be playing Tomodachi. And you know, I'll be making all of you guys there, and you'll be... Something will happen to you there. That's for sure. You can count off that, my man. But yeah, basically I checked Tomodachi again today on that shop, because it's the same shop that I bought the Switch to, and they're not taking orders anymore. So I know it seems like Tomodachi is like one of the maybe like one of the rarest Switch games like ever now. Because yes, they're not basically from what I've seen, they took like pre-orders for a bit, and I didn't decide on the game yet back then, so I didn't buy it during the pre-order. I only like buy it like a few days later when they like send those out, and after that they only took the orders for June, because they literally didn't have a game in stock anywhere. Like I literally searched anywhere, there was like nowhere, right? So I decided to like buy it on for like the June order, and today I see they actually like stopped taking orders. So yeah, this may actually be like the rarest Switch game, right? Like at the moment. I mean, maybe aside from like something like another code, which I also do have, because again, I'm a consumer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an absolute consumer. You know what? You know how I'm looking right now? I'll tell you how I'm looking right now. Hold on, let me just find the meme. We used the meme before, so you are familiar with that one. Where's the meme? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just ignore the domestic violence in that meme. What we're actually looking for is, let me just crop this a bit. Yeah, let's go with more. I only want the soy jack. There we go. I want the Tandy soy jack. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is literally me right now. This is me. That's how I look like. Okay, I do have more hair though. I do have more hair, and I'm not wearing glasses. But you know, aside from that, it's basically perfect right now. Also, I just noticed the mushroom socks. That's pretty good. I didn't notice that before in this picture. But yeah, this is me right now. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. Let's cut a bit from the top. Yeah, like that's too much. Almost. There we go. God damn it. Hold on, I need to crop it a bit better. It seems like maybe it wasn't enough. Oh, that's the legs. No, give me. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, we're almost there. Let's try almost. Let's try 600. Yeah, that works. Maybe I need to like flip it as well. There we go, perfect. This is me. This is literally me right now. What can I say, guys? I'm a tendy. I'm an absolute tendy right now. Although I do have to say, like the first impressions are pretty good, to be honest. Like, for now, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I literally expected this. It will just be, you know, a literal Switch 2, you know. It will just be literally Switch 1, but different hardware. But no, it actually, like, for now, you know, first impressions, it actually surprised me quite pleasantly because one, the console is actually much bigger though. The screen is actually bigger than the last one because, you know, Switch 1, the original version of Switch 1, which is the one I have, it's like very, very small. It basically looks like those smaller iPads, you know. Yeah, you know how it looks like. It's about as big. The first one, I mean. The first one is about as big as like an Amazon Kindle, you know, the ebook reader. And so yeah, it's about, and you know, one of the smaller versions as well. So yeah, it's not a big console. I mean, it was fine when it came out, right? You have to remember, Switch 1 came out 2017. It's like 9 years ago, almost 10. It came out like 9 years ago or something. So yeah, back then it was fine. But yeah, Switch 2 is thankfully much bigger. Like the screen is bigger and it has much less of the black space, right? So yeah, I already can see that gaming will be much more pleasant, right? Like I said before, I expected it to be like a bit bigger, but no, it actually is like substantially bigger. I mean, it's now being like barely like a portable console right now. It's a different issue, but still, I do actually enjoy it being a bit bigger because, you know, I actually never play my Switch, you know, outside. I literally never do it. I mean, yes, I would take it on like a trip or something, but you know, when I play a Switch on portable modes, then it will be just, you know, I'll go to bed, get comfy, get some like I don't know get my soy milk, get my tendies, go to bed and get comfy, and then play in my bed. So yeah, basically this will be like perfect for me when it comes to that. But so yeah, basically when it comes to like size, I'd say Switch 2 like is basically graduated from Switch 1, from like, as I said before, Amazon Kindle, to basically like a Steam Deck. So yeah, it's pretty good. I really like that for this. And also another thing I noticed is that, yeah, they actually gave it like a proper, you know, they gave it like a proper disk space this time. They gave it like a proper disk. Because Switch 1, the original, if you didn't like add your own SD card, and as I said before, I had some problems with the SD card, but like the original disk size for Switch 1 was like 20 gigs, which, you know, is literally nothing. Literally nothing. You saw like one good game, and you know, everything is filled. There are like even some games that you actually can't even like install on like a basic Switch anymore. You actually have to like actually get an SD card, right? But no, Switch 2 has like 250 gigs, so you know, it's not like a lot, right? But seeing that most Switch games are like literally, you know, like at least like 20 gig stops, as I said before. So some games were like bigger than the default disk size for Switch 1. So yeah. So I already like that. Finally, I'm finally be able to like install Smash Brothers and actually keep it, because, you know, Smash Brothers is one of those few games that actually get updated. So yeah, finally. Hi, Awesome Knight, welcome. How are you doing? Perfect timing. You can join everyone with laughing at me for being a consumer. Yeah, I'm just talking about Switch 2. that I just got. I'm giving you some first impressions, even though I haven't like played any games yet. As I said before, I just set it up. But yeah, thankfully, like setting up part is, you know, it's pretty painless. I thought it would be much worse. Yeah, I've heard people had like a lot of problems back when Switch 2 came out. But no, thankfully nowadays, after like updates, it seems to be, as I said before, pretty painless experience. So yeah, I'm quite glad with that. And so yeah, basically after the stream is over, then, you know, I'll be gaming. I'll be a 10D gamer. Very soy, I know. It's very sad. My gamer cred is revoked. Well, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm just giving my Switch 2 impressions. Because as I said before, I decided to be a consumer and I got a good deal, so I bought a Switch 2, basically. So yeah, but as I was talking to you before, basically I had like 3 versions to buy. I had a basic Switch 2 with literally nothing, you know, just a console. Which would already be like a alright deal, I'd say, because, you know, it has like backwards compatibility, which is like literally the only reason why I'm buying this console, right? Because it has like backwards comp with Switch 1, so, you know, I can like play my Switch 1 games in like with like better quality and better frame rate than Switch 1, because Switch 1 was, as cool as it was having like this pretty decent portable consoles, like, you know, this few years ago. Nowadays, after that, in like Steam Deck era or whatever, you know, it's not as cool, I'd say, and you can like very much see the downsides. You can see the cut corners. So for example, like the FPS in Switch games is like pretty awful most of the time, and the consoles get like so hot. Like I literally like play Animal Crossing on that Switch 1, for example, and the console is basically like so hot. It's like literally red hot. You can like fry an egg on that console. I was like initially I was like so worried that my battery would like explode or something, but, you know, after a while I just started to I just started to don't care about that really. It's backwards compatibility, exactly. Basically that's what I'm saying. Because honestly, if it didn't have backwards compatibility, right? And I just had to rely on the games that were just released on the system, then, you know, that would be a very bad deal, right? Because, you know, Switch has no games. Same as PS5, actually, so, you know. At least, finally, you may say that finally so Nintendo managed to reach the level of Sony, for better or worse. Plumber grind set. Yeah, exactly. Based and plumbered and Yahoo! Peeled. Oh god, I'm already sawing out. I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, as I was saying, I got like 3 choices. One was, as I said before, the basic Switch 2, literally nothing. You just get a console, that's it. The second option was basically the same. Again, switch to console, but you get Mario Kart, which apparently it's mid, but you know, I can't really say. I literally never played Mario Kart before. Yeah, not only I'm a pretendo, not only I'm a soy jack right now, right? Not only I'm a Tandy, but I'm also a literal suit. I'm a fake Nintendo fan. I literally never played Mario Kart. I mean, I wanted to, but I never did. Like I didn't even play like was that like a Wii U Mario Kart? I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't even play the last one, the one on the Switch. So yeah, that was like the second version. The Mario Kart is only a code, by the way. It's not like a box, so you know. That may be a downside for some people. It certainly is for me. That was certainly a part of the decision. And there was like a third version, which was again just a console, but it also had like also a code. But this time it was like for this new Pokemon game that like came out a few months ago. So yeah, basically again 3 options. Console and nothing, console and Mario, console and Bing Bing Wahoo, Forma de Car, and console plus Pokemons. And I decided to buy the one with Mario Kart. Yeah, I decided to buy literal Bing Bing Wahoo for my Bing Bing Wahoo machine. And I also bought aside from that, I also bought the Donkey Konger game, you know, I bought the Bonanza game, which apparently is from what I've heard. From what I've heard people saying about Donkey Kong, is apparently this like the first like game that's like, you know, good enough to, you know, consider getting. Okay, maybe not getting a full console for the game, for this game, but it's like good enough to, you know, to like be a factor in your decision, basically. Say I bought that. I bought the Mario Kart version and the Bonanza separately. Effectively, the Bonanza is actually like a game in a box with a card, so you know it's like it usually works. Also, another thing I'll complain about is that I think I don't really like at all is that it's also like a problem with like the actual console itself, but the boxes for like Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch 1 are literally the same. The only like literally the only difference between a box for Nintendo Switch 1 game and Switch 2 is, you know, just the two. Just the logo is different. Everything else is the same. Like the color is the same, the size of the box is the same, the cards are the same. It's literally the same. It looks the same. Yeah, I think that's one of the bigger downsides of you know, Switch 2. That's one thing I don't really like. This console like didn't really have an identity of itself, right? Because, you know, Switch had an identity, right? You know, we had an identity, Wii U had an identity, and Switch has an identity, right? But no, Switch 2, both the hardware itself, because, you know, it's like this very basic, very black console. I mean, as I said before, it basically looks like Steam Deck, right? You could like confuse both consoles with the Steam Deck, right? But yeah, and even like not even like boxes for the games don't even have like an identity of its own. So, you know, it's a bit of a shame. Do the game cards taste the same? Yeah, that's the thing. It's the same taste as well. It's strawberry, by the way. But yeah, the taste is the same. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I really don't like it. I mean, yeah, you could like see it right now. You could like see it in like people talking about, you know, both the consoles, right? Because yeah, people are like still talking about 3DSs and like Wii's, right? They talk about GameCube for Christ's sakes. Nintendo shit cube. The disc looked like chocolate chip cookie. Anyway, stagnant strawberries. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't enjoy that. But the people don't really like talk about Switch 2, right? They basically like talk of it interchangeably with Switch 1. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame, you know. Because, you know, you have to give it to Nintendo. Their consoles used to have like a big like personality, right? Like for example, GameCube had this like very strange, you know, box. It was like a purple cube, right? Literal GameCube, right? And we have a bot. Let me kill the clunker. There we go. Decade-old meme mentioned. I mean, what can I say? I love that meme. I just love that video. This guy is great. This is my Xbox One. This is my Xbox 360. This is my PlayStation 2. And this is what I like to call the Nintendo shit cube. And the reason why I'm calling this the Nintendo shit cube is the piece of fucking shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just love this video so much. It's so good. Yeah, I'll play that video one day on stream because it's gold. We need to like one day we need to like do a react stream, and we go and react to like old gaming videos. You know, we watch the AVGN. Yeah, we'll watch the AVGN. We'll watch like I don't know, the Arid Gamer. I don't know, maybe for the memes. Yeah, and of course you will go and watch the Nintendo Shitcube guy because, you know, it's great. It's an absolute classic, you know. Oh yeah, we have to go and watch Sad Warden as well. Oh, actually no, we can't watch Sad Warden because he uses the N word, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, what we can do is that I can remind you of what did Chad Warden, you know, the greatest Chad that ever lived, and the greatest ambassador of PS Triple, what did he has to say about Nintendo Wii? Well, let me see if we can find it, because yeah, I have to be careful. I can't really like, go and play you a Chad Warden video. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's go and listen to the goat. Let me just show you the browser. There we go. What's going on? Can you see it now? Hold on, maybe I need to. There we go. Now we can see him, the goat. Sup, bitches, exactly. You cited 17-year-old Nico Doga memes to the Japanese streamer once, and relate the whole stream to talking about the good old days. Oh, are you talking about Gachi? Yeah, those are good. Those are good. There we go. Let's listen to the goat. What does he have to say about you know, Nintendo Wii? Like again, that was like another thing about Nintendo. It has like a personality, right? We didn't. You can like argue Wii U didn't have a personality as well. I'd say it had like this. I'd say Wii U had a, you know, the cool tablet and like the green control scheme. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't hate Wii U. I just can't hate Wii U. This Wii U is like literally my favorite console ever. That was like the one I enjoyed the most out of all of the few ones I had. But yeah, let's listen to the goat. The Elder memes, exactly.
Come on.
Come on.
Wii? Come on, that little controller, baby, that looks like a dildo.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I won't like play you anymore because I'm a bit afraid that he'll say the N word. I don't remember which part of the video he says that. You have to understand different times. And at least it wasn't the hard R. It wasn't the hard R. So there is that. But still, I'd rather be careful with the goat chat warden, you know. I'd rather be careful with that. Look like a dildo, exactly. Exactly, and it's true, it does look like a dildo. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure someone did. I'm sure someone did, especially if you have this like a, yeah, there was like this like protection thingy. That was called a condom, by the way, from what I remember. People like, you know, called it a condom affectionately, which gave it even which gave it like an actual phallic shape as well. So, you know, I'm pretty sure someone will, not will, but someone did that. 100%, I'm sure. But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I remember. So yeah, basically what I did is like, I said I bought the version of Mario Kart. So yeah, I'm going to be Bim Bahuing, as I said before, and I bought the Bonanza. And here's the kicker. Here's the best thing about that. All of that I bought, you know, console with console with Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, you know, physical version of Donkey Kong. I bought that, and it was still cheaper than the version of the console with just the Pokemon. So yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know why. It's very strange. I think it's the same with Pokopia, right? Because, you know, we can see like all of those other Nintendo games that you can buy, and we like see Pokopia, right? This like I think it's like a Pokemon Animal Crossing, and it's like actually like more expensive than like, you know, mainline Nintendo games, which is like very strange. There's like a premium Pokemon tax, so yeah, I can't really like understand that, to be honest. I mean, I used to like Pokemon, right, as a child. I mean, I watched like the anime. Yeah, basically like watched the anime before I even knew what anime was, right, as a concept. So I watched that, and I assume a lot of people did as well. And I did play the very old games. Yeah, I played like I remember the Yellow. Yeah, we were like too poor to like get a Game Boy from my parents. So my bro like downloaded a Game Boy controlled by the Soul Arts, right? And then because I liked the anime, he actually like did more than me. He was like an actual fan of the Pokemon. I just, you know, I was just more casual. But yeah, I did like the anime, so he like downloaded me the Pokemon Yellow ROM. So that's basically the first Pokemon game I've played. You know, the Pokemon Yellow, which in case you guys don't know is basically like the special version of Pokemon Red. But instead of like the starters, you actually don't get the starters, but you get the Pikachu. You start with the Pikachu, you know, to like you know, basically connect it with the anime. See, that's how I played. See, what can I say? I do like Pokemon, but I'm not like a fan. And I still can understand why the Pokemon, you know, one, why the fan base is so big, right? And two, why are the games like, you know, so premium, I guess? Why they cost more than, you know, actual Nintendo games? Like, it costs more than Mario, so you know, that's something. Yeah, especially since, you know, it's Pokemon, right? Apparently the quality of the games is not that great as well. Apparently Game Freak is a pretty bad company, so I don't know. I know, but yeah, as I said before, I still find it quite funny that buying a console at Pokemon is still more expensive than buying a console and 2 games with it. So, you know, it's basically something I notice, right? I'm noticing right now. Pokemon is so bad that they'd rather sue someone making a better game than actually make a good game. Yeah, that too. Yeah, as I said before, Nintendo being Nintendo. But yeah, what can I say? I can't really like shit on them that much right now because I'll be such a large hypocrite, right? I'll be like shitting on Nintendo, saying they're, you know, don't give money to Nintendo while looking at my Nintendo Switch 2 brand new on my table, right there. It's I think it's still charging there. It's still charging. Yeah, okay, I did not use the code yet. I didn't use the code for Mario Kart. So, you know, it won't like download while I'm streaming, because I don't know if my internet connection will actually be able to you know, withstand that. But yeah, what can I say? Basically, to summarize, I got the Switch 2 and I'm a hobby consumer right now, so I'll spend this next few days consuming. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Donkey Kong. Actually, yeah. As I said before, this is like basically the first game on Switch 2 that people be saying, yeah, that's like a one good proper not inclusive, exclusive, right? That's like a one proper Switch 2 game that you can like go and play right now. That's like worth it, right? Because yeah, as I said before, I also have Mario Kart, but yeah, I've heard that game was quite mid from what I've heard. But as I said before, I can't really say if it's like better, if it's like worse than the other Mario Karts or not, because I never played any other of those. So, you know, maybe this will be a masterpiece for me, right? I'd be like those people who play Dark Souls 3 first, basically. Say that'll be me. Okay, let's go and yes, let's stop talking about Nintendo so I can get out of my Jack Mario outfit. Yeah, get out of that jabroni outfit. From so doing a console exclusive again on Switch 2. One more Soulsborne you'll play on PC in a few years. Oh wait, that's right, that's Born. Yeah, what can I say? Now that we have Switch 2, yeah, we're streaming Duskborn. Sorry, not Duskborn. Dusk Bloods in a few years. Not years. I don't know, maybe it will be a few years, you never know. They basically like announced the game, and after that there was like literally no other news. Yeah, basically literally Night Rain release before like new news about Duskbloods came out. But I'm kind of looking forward to that. You know, you have to admit, this is like an actual new FromSoft game made by Miyazaki. You know, he's at the helm, and apparently he actually wanted to do something like that. And what can I say? I'm a sucker for Diesel Punk. We don't, especially since we don't get like a lot of Diesel Punk games anymore. Yeah. I think like the closest one would be like Dishonored 2, and I'd say most people would say Dishonored is like more similar to Steampunk. Although honestly, I'd say Dishonored is more of a, you know, Diesel Punk. Yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash, right? it's basically like 17th century, and then the steampunk, and then dieselpunk at the same time. So you know, I say it's kind of like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Dusk Blast actually, especially since I can play it now. Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't get out of the soy jack costume, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, especially since you know I'll be streaming that since I can. So yeah, basically. Yeah, I've been looking at the options on buying the capture cards, basically. Yeah, it probably won't be an Elgato, not Jack Yak. For fuck's sake! Whoa, what's wrong, Severin? What's wrong? Not Jack Yak. Oh, I see. It's based on a Polish word. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it's Wojak, but I'm just saying Jack because most people understand it like that, you know. Yes, sorry, Polish people, you lost that battle, you lost that one. People just say Jack, you know, and they understand. I'd say they understand it quite like quicker than. Yeah, I'd say they understand Soyjak quicker than Soyak. Dog, they need to perfect the netcode for these rain likes. Then can give you AC7 with the online modes of Verdict Day in it. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, I haven't like, played Verdict Day multiplayer myself, but I heard it was pretty good when it was like you know, when it was like in its prime. Although honestly, I'll take like you know, the expansion to Armored Core 6, right? Or like you know, one of those alt games. Yeah, basically, like I just take like another game in this gen of Armored Core, basically, and I will be satisfied. Yeah, I actually hope they'll like announce it soon. Maybe after Duskbloods. Yeah, I hope after both Duskbloods and Elden Ring on the Switch releases, then I'll go and announce AC6, or no, AC6, AC6. .5 basically, just like they did with like 4 and for answer and 3 and yeah, it was like 3 and Silent Line, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. I only remember like the third gen the most. It was like Armored Core 1, then the Master of Arena, and fuck, I forgot the last one. I forgot the one that goes after the Master of Arena. But yeah, I really hope they do that. Like I basically think like AC6 was like so good. It basically like surprised everyone, right? Like I literally think everyone liked AC6, aside from like you know though, you know those like the biggest purists, right? Who like basically say that everything after AC3 is trash. So you know. But yeah, AC6 would be so good right now. It would be absolute kino if it came out. I agree. But yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to Duskbloods. I mean, especially after Night Rain. Night Rain came out, people were like skeptical. I was skeptical, and they know we played the game and it was actually pretty good. Night Rain was a really good game. I really enjoyed it, so yeah. After Night Rain came out, then yeah, I'm way more optimistic for Duskbloods, especially with Miyazaki at the helm. Yeah, the only hope I have, the biggest hope I have, is that they will actually like give you like a month of subscription for Nintendo Online. Because oh boy, I don't want to buy it. Yeah, basically, it would be perfect if they just like gave you, you know, you buy the game, you get like a month of subscription for free. You know, like those old MMOs that were like, those like old subscription MMOs. They just like give you like a month for free. So I hope they'll do it. They'll do the same here. I mean, fat chance because it's Nintendo, right? And they have to get their money. Just wait for the EU to make those subscriptions illegal. What? Are they like planning to do that? I don't know about that. Yeah, that's a piece of news that like missed me. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know Do you have something planned with that? I only know about stop killing games, but you know, that's like a different issue. They actually don't want to like ban subscriptions for that. They make everything illegal, and that's true. That's true. I agree. I need a sippy, sorry. But yeah, as I said, fat chance. I mean, knowing Nintendo, there is no way in hell they'll give you a month of subscription with the game, you know, or at the very least like a physical version of the game. I think they did that with the, how was the game called? You know the Tetris Battle Royale game. When you bought it, yeah, I think it was because it was a free game. But if you like bought it with, if you bought that free game in a box, then you got a subscription. So it was like more of paying for a subscription than like paying for an actual game. But yeah, I know. I guess we'll see. I assume something like Splatoon didn't got it, so you know, has chance. But yeah, I really don't want to give Nintendo, you know, money for the subscription service. I don't really vibe with that, to be honest. But yeah, let me just read the Deus Ex Logic message. Yeah, you think you could live with that. AC6 Arena is okay, but you think that the game has the horsepower to do so much more gameplay? Yeah, I'd say AC6 has like a... it's basically like AC4, right? It's a very good game, but a theoretical expansion to it, or you know, something not like expansion. It's not a good word. Like another game in the gen, like For Answer was for the 4. Is basically something that would work very well. It would probably be a much better game as well. You know, just like For Answer was. Oh, I need more sippies. I'm very thirsty. I'm very thirsty boy. After so much yapping. But yeah, that's like the newest piece of news. So yeah, as I said before, all I need to get is that I get like a cheapish capture card. I won't go for an Elgato, but I get like a cheapish capture card. And after that, we'll probably, you know, we'll be able to like both play my like old Xbox 360 games. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be able to like play Wii U games as well. There's some stuff I want to play, like, you know, Twilight Princess or, you know, Bayonetta. Yeah, I know Bayonetta 2 is on Switch too as well, but you know, I don't want to double dip on that, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be able to play like Ninja Gaiden. I'll be able to play Nier Original. So you know, the not ruined version of the game, the better one. Yeah, we'll play the version with Papa Nier, which is objectively better. I don't care if Yoko Taro thinks it's not canon. I don't care. He's wrong in that instance. Nier Original, also known as Nier Gestalt, you know, it's absolute Ludo Kino, especially after the remaster came out and it's actually worse. So you know, we'll also be able to play like Deadly Premonition, you know, the best version on the Xbox. So you know, it'll be cool. And yeah, as I said, we'll be able to also play stuff like Tomodachi Life and you know, other stuff on Switch too as well. So yeah, good times ahead. Good times ahead. I just hope I won't be like burned on the cheapo card, you know, because as I said before, Elgato is like the most prudent option, I'd say. It's the one I probably want, but yeah, what can I say? I'm not paying like $300 for a capture card. No way, Jose. So yeah, I hope it'll work. I really hope it'll work. But yeah, aside from that, how was your week, guys? How was your week since our last stream that we were playing? We're playing like indie games. We'll play some more on Saturday as well, alongside Heroes. Yeah, what's the schedule? Let's see our schedule. Let's see the rest. What remains of our schedule, actually. Let's see what remains. So yeah, basically, aside from Soul Reaver after today's yapping, yeah, we'll be playing Heroes, but I think I'll mix it up and add some indie games as well. So yeah, we'll start it off with some indie games. and then we play some heroes. I don't know, maybe we'll like do 2 streams on Saturday, but yeah, it depends both on the weather. If the weather is good, then I'll be less compelled to stream. You know, I'd prefer to go outside and touch grass and have some fun. So that would probably won't happen if the weather is good, and also if I have like an energy, especially since there'll be a collab on Sunday. We'll be playing I think we'll be playing Alien Swarm. It's like this strange. Is that how the game is called? Let me check. It's like this Valve game that no one remembers, which isn't Artifact as well. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's right. It's called Alien Swarm, and there's supposed to be like a. Basically the game was free by itself. It was made by Valve like way back when. Yeah, I think it was made like in 2009, and then there was like a standalone mode for it made by fans, and that's what we're gonna play. And yeah, I hope it will be fun. Although I hope it will be good because yeah, Aliens. I remember playing Alien Swarm back when it came out because I was a big Valve fan back then. I still had hope for episode 3 at that point. Oh god, I played so much Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead 2 way back when. Holy shit, I want to go back. But yeah, I remember playing that and I wasn't impressed. It was like basically Left 4 Dead but worse. But yeah, I know. You know how it is. Every game is better with friends, so we'll be playing that with friends on Sunday, so maybe it will be. Out here buying trying to make dungeon synth music, but you just keep summoning screaming and mad ghost. Who knows? Maybe that's fitting, right? Maybe it's like a ghost dungeon, so that's like a fitting song for that, So that may be something, Don't resist it. Try to like incorporate it. Maybe it's like maybe you think it's something like a mistake or whatever, but may actually be an inspiration. So I would recommend you stick with that, see how it will end up, because basically that was like my process when I was like making music, and I also want to like return to it because I want to actually make some, I want to like stop using game soundtracks for my yapping sessions and my waiting slides or whatever. I mean, those soundtracks are good, but I would like something custom made for myself as well. But yeah, basically that's why I did it. What can I say? I'm not like skilled musician. I'm not like trained. I'm not like learned. I don't know how. I literally don't know how to like read sheet music, right? I'm that bad. I can play an instrument, but I do understand. But I do understand like the basics, right? So I can like actually make some music. I can basically like vibe compose a song, right? In like the old sense, right? Because yeah, I think people would like use it right now to like signify AI, but now I use the old version of the word vibe. Which, I was like basically trying to throw shit at the wall, see if it sticks, and it usually did stick. So all I can say is trust your gut. You guess when you end up on SoundCloud, you'll be called the harshness one-shot Andres. Yeah, see, that's what I told you. Embrace it. Just embrace it, and you'll get big bucks, and you'll be famous. I mean, yeah, you have to admit it can be like worse than like a usual mumble rapper on SoundCloud, right? So have hope, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, my man. White noise and a filter into a delay, trying to create ambient texture sounds. Nope, it screams. I mean, it sounds like someone stubbed their toe at the end of a hallway. I mean, honestly, it sounds like a Nine Inch Nails song. So, just upload it and label it as an industrial, and write it in the description that you're making like a I don't know, Nine Inch Nails, like a 9 Inch Nails tribute songs or whatever. I don't know, but as I said before, trust your gut. That may actually work. Yeah, at least you're not a carbon monoxide rapper. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. Okay, that's a good one. Carbon monoxide rapper. I mean, yeah. I would assume most of them are on whippets or whatever. So you're not far off from there. That's like a very good description. But yeah. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, that's why I was talking about Alien Swarm and the week. But yeah, aside from that, aside from me being like exhausted all the time, yeah, I was like playing some Diablo. I was playing Diablo 4, because which actually was a pretty good idea because Diablo 4 is like very mindless. It's like extremely mindless game, I'd say. Which in my state I'll be like literally so exhausted and numb. I was like basically dead. Yeah, basically, my spirit was dead. My spirit, most of my body was also almost dead. But it only was like the heart that like kept pumping blood, so it could just keep going, I guess. So it was like a perfect for my state, literally no thought required, no thought, no skill, and that's Diablo 4. Which basically the more I'm playing the game, the more I'm playing it is the more I believe that Diablo 4 is basically Diablo 3, which is a game I hate actually, but it's actually good. So it's better. I mean, it has a better story, which compared to like Diablo 3. If I say this, if I say that something has a better story than Diablo 3, that's not a compliment to that thing, But yeah, what can I say? The game has like a better story. It has a good atmosphere. It has like a very good atmosphere. It's a very depressing game actually. Basically like it's like a very sad game actually when you like actually do the quests and whatnot. But yeah, I like it. It's supposed to be like a dark fantasy, right? And I'd say it's a pretty good. Yeah, it's like a pretty good evolution of the style of Diablo 2. Even though there's like a lot of people there right now. I still prefer Diablo 2 and 1 because those games were like much more lonely, and I think that like worked very well for the atmosphere. But now we have like a lot more dialogues and a lot more characters with a lot more quests. It's basically like an MMO right now, like Path of Exile. But yeah, aside from that, I very much enjoy the atmosphere. But yeah, the gameplay it's so mindless. I mean, it still has like you still need to put a bit more thought into your character. You can like actually make a build in that game. I mean, you couldn't really do that in Diablo 3. I mean, Diablo 3 like literally selected skills for you, so at least that's better. And I said it's not as mindless like in Diablo 3, right? Because Diablo 3 you could just. I mean, it was like literally impossible to like die in Diablo 3, right? And because like the game was so easy, and this game is still like Diablo 4 is like that. Although sometimes you can actually die, so it's already like much better than that. So yeah. I'm a bit disappointed because when I started to play Diablo 4, it was like way more. What can I say? Yeah, it seems to be like it will be like more similar to like Diablo 2, but no, it ended up to be just Diablo 3 but better. So I guess I'll take that. The game's still like quite fun. I mean, just like the fact that you can actually, select your own skills and like actually make your character this time. Is like an actual good reason to play it over Diablo 3. Maybe not Diablo 2, I still like play Diablo 2 on the side as well. But yeah, I've been like going through Diablo 4. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying the campaign, even though, as I said before, it's very mindless. But yeah, it's a mindless fun, and the campaign is like, quite good. The story is alright, I'd say. I mean, I'm still in like the first act, but so far I do enjoy it. So yeah, at the very least, I don't have to play Diablo 3 anymore. which I wouldn't do anyway, but still. The ticking triplet of hate sounds like, just like a gas stove before it ignites. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent, like, an experimental bundle name. Maybe we should go with that, you know? Or you know, maybe when everything is lost and you will have to settle on being a mumble rapper, having to overuse whippets to make your mumble rap. So yeah, maybe that's a good name for your band, or like a pen name or whatever when that happens. But hopefully it won't. But you know, just in case it happens, you know, keep it in mind. Xander Zomboy, yeah, I was a Zomboy yesterday. Yeah. One thing I decided to do, just so I could stream today, is that I decided to go to shop yesterday, and so we didn't have to go to it today and then be tired. So basically, I went to the shop, and I was like literally dead in the shop. I thought I would like literally collapse there because I was just so out of it. But yeah, thankfully I did manage to return alive back to my house before not exhausting, but yeah, I guess it was exhausting. It was like exhausting my life force completely. So you know, but yeah, thankfully I did do my chores yesterday. So you know, I could stream today, and what can I say? I am streaming today right now, so that works, right? But yeah, I did buy a chimken. I made it today. I used like a gyros spice. It was pretty good. Not as good as my accidental gyros spice that I made by combining 3 different spices and hoping for the best. But yeah, that was like pretty okay. Although now my kitchen smells like a Greek man. It smells like an old Greek man, you know. So yeah, that's a bit of a downside of making a gyros. I know, is it gyros or gyros? I can't really say, but that was quite nice. You know, you know, as I said before, a gyros or gyros chimken, some parboiled rice and some veggies, and you know, it was good. Great gyros, exactly. As I said before, my kitchen smells like an old Greek man, so you know. I guess that means I did it okay. But yeah, thankfully because of that, I'm like nice and fed and ready to stream today, which I should probably do. I should like eventually go and start playing Soul Reaver. But what can I say? I'm having so much fun yapping with you guys. So I guess we can yap it longer. So yeah, I am very sorry, but we will keep yapping. Holy shit, we've been at it for like an hour and 10 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah, what can I say? When I start yapping, sometimes I can really get going. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for torturing you guys with myself. Oh, we cooking? Last night you seared the pork roast in some in some wine sauce, then put it in potatoes in the slow cooker. That's really gonna be tasty. Oh yes, that was really fancy. That sounds really nice. That's like way above my cooking skills. Like I said before, I can make a chimken, right? I can make a chimken and not kill myself. I can like cool a salmon, and like make it pretty good as well. I can make a pizza as well, and I can make bread. But yeah, I can make something that as fancy as you can, to be honest. But yeah, that sounds really nice. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, it's gonna be very tasty. Truly a culinary genius. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Before I started working to pay off my debt on my first work, literally the only thing I knew how to cook was literally pasta, and I would still be able to like overcook it. But yeah, I did eventually manage to learn a few more things. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can also make like baked potatoes as well. Although basically, I do have to admit, my baked potatoes are mostly done because I'm too lazy to like make an actual fries. So yeah, basically what I'm doing is, you know, I'm just doing those like I'm like cutting those veggies from potatoes, and then I season them and put them in olive oil, and that's basically my baked potato, just so I don't have to make fries, because that's way too much work. Especially, yeah, literally every time I'm peeling potatoes, literally every time it always happened. I always managed to also peel at least one of my fingers, so you know. That's why I'm a bit wary of making actual fries. Bro, anywhere you either put melted butter or you steam a thing in wine, you can just add have a cup of wine there and poof, you fancy cooking. Oh, I see. So that's how French people are doing, right? This like a French style, right? Because yeah, from what I understand, steam a thing in. Oh yeah, steam a thing in water. That's right. steaming it in wine may be a bit too extreme, to be honest. Yeah. Although who knows? That's like bachelor cooking, right? That's basically the phase when you like. Yeah. Basically, bachelor cooking is like a in between phase between literally between like being able to make a cup ramen, cup instant ramen, right? And like making a simple dish. That's like a. Yeah, I'd say that's like a middle ground between these two when it comes to bachelor cooking. But yeah, steaming things in wine it is quite extreme. But yeah, it's steaming water. That steaming it in water is way more understandable, I'd say. But yeah, maybe I should try that. I mean, I know about the butter, but what can I say? I don't really like. I don't like too much butter, to be honest. It's like, or maybe it's because I can't like really do it well. Because usually when I add butter, then it like overpowers the dish and makes it a bit too sweet and again buttery, and I don't really like that. I'm more of a how can I put it? I like very strong savory tastes and also like very spicy food as well. Yeah. Funny enough, what can I say? I'm a white guy. Yeah. Basically, I'm a white guy. What can I say? Mostly, I'm mostly white, so I guess I shouldn't like spicy foods that much, but I do love it. I do love me some good spicy food. Yeah, basically, I basically like it so much that I bought one of these those like super spicy Korean ramen, right? You know the one with like a duck on the package. You know the one, right? The meme one that like literally every streamer gets as a challenge. Yeah, both try the red and black one, which is supposedly the like the spiciest one, and I did manage to get through it quite well. I mean, it was spicy. It was like understandably spicy, but it wasn't like super bad. I did like die after this. Although I do have to get spicy gang, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I do have to give like a critique. I do have to give plenty of criticism for it, because for this particular brand of spicy noodles, because yeah, it is spicy, and the noodles are like alright, but like the actual stock, the actual stock of the soup, because it's supposed to be a soup, right? The actual stock is like actually very, very, very bad. It tastes very blunt, actually. For like a very spicy thing. The actual soup content is actually very blunt, and yeah, I really don't like it. I always like eat the noodles, and then just put the actual soup into the thing, because I just don't like it. It's basically tasteless, right? Although I assume the spice may be like part of it, right? Because your mouth is full of spice. You can't like really feel the actual taste of the soup. But yeah, even then I'd say the soup is like very blunt. It's very not good. And actually that when I actually get it, when I get these, I actually cook it. I don't only just pour hot water on it. I actually go and cook it inside of a bowl for a bit, Or like a pot, right? Yeah, sorry, not bowl, a pot. And yeah, I have to say, the stock isn't very good. There are much better brands than that. But you know, it's like this one big meme brand of these. But yeah, what can I say? They are overrated, right? Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Those super Korean spicy noodles are actually overrated and not that spicy. Just don't sue me after you try them for yourself and like die, you know. Don't sue me. Don't try it at home, kids, unless you're like me. Let me take another sippy. Yep, I'm stolen. I'm stolen playing actual game. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad streamer. I'm sorry. I just hope you guys enjoy the apps at least a little. But yeah, we still have a few news. We still have a few news to go through, and there is some stuff that I've been like looking forward to. Don't worry, it is related to streaming as well. It is related to streams. One thing is, yeah, do you guys remember Psycho Patrol R? Do you guys remember that game? Is that supposedly Cruelty Squad sequel, or you know that another game made by the same dev that we actually played before? Yeah, we played it like twice on stream, and yeah, apparently there was like a new update. Because yeah, apparently last time what we played was like the unupdated version. Basically, the game was like, you know, left to dry for like a year or so. But yeah, there was like a. Let me find the news coverage. But yeah, Psycho Patrol, indeed. But yeah, as I've been saying, the game was like actually updated. Like literally a few years ago. Like last Saturday. And here's the list of the changes. 5 new areas, new major case, some side case, bunch of new weapons, new mech parts, weapon and part upgrade system, leveling up no longer uses money. Okay, that's so yeah, there's quite a lot of changes. I guess we should go and you know take another look at it, because yeah, we did play it not that long ago, but. Yeah, you know, as I said, there was a new update. It seems quite substantial. Maybe you should go and check it out again. Because yeah, even though I sucked at this game, I really sucked at Psycho Patrol R, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really like the idea for the game at the very least. So yeah, I think we'll go and check it out again. You think Cruelty Squad and Psycho Patrol R aren't directly related? Just share a vibe. Yeah, they're like basically, you know, if they're like the, if in case you guys, yeah, I did show it to you guys before when we were playing Cruelty Squad, during Cruelty Squad streams. But yeah, basically the dev is also like an artist who is making his like animations, and basically like those animations are like basically the same as, you know, the difference between Cruelty Squad and Psycho Patrol R. You know, they're like very similar, you know. They have like very similar atmosphere and very similar themes, but yeah, they are very different games, right? Yeah, as said before, Psycho Patrol R is not like a real sequel to the Cruelty Squad, you know, both in gameplay and also like in the setting. But it is like very similar when it comes to like vibes and the themes. And you know, Psycho Patrol R is like also much more European, so it's already much closer to my heart than Cruelty Squad. Yeah, Cruelty Squad. Yeah, Cruelty Squad was like a globalist game, right? It's like very global. But Psycho Patrol R is very European, and you actually have to be, you know, European. You have to like be both an European and also in the EU, and be like, you know, remember maybe from for example, like all the EU shenanigans from TV, like really appreciate like the dialogues and whatnot. Very European, yeah, exactly. I mean, what can I say? What's like a different way to put it, right? You can't really like explain it better than this. But the Psycho Patrol R is like way better. If you're like if you're like from an European country in the EU, because like for example, when it comes to like your boss in that game, like for example, the dialogue for your boss in Psycho Patrol R is basically like the same insane drivel that some EU politicians say. So you know, it hits very close to home. But yeah, that's why I like that game. And also why I assume a lot of people like basically bounced off from it, aside from like the gameplay, because you know they just can't really get into the setting. But you know, when it comes to me, I think it's like very cool. Grocery prices coming for us all. The better you are at cooking, the tastier your gruel will be when shit hit the fan. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, when shit hit the fan, you'll have to be very creative with cooking, right? Yeah, we have to like go back to like World War I recipes and you know start like putting the sodas inside our bread or something, you know. Yeah, there was like something fine from World War I. Oh yeah, I think they were like putting glue aside from butter or something, or there was something like that. There was something like that. They were either putting some like unused like a part of animal fat that you don't use, or like a glue inside, you know, inside of butter, back in World War I, because you know there was like no food back then. US, what the fuck is a kilometer? Exactly. Exactly. They don't have kilometers and they don't have metric system. They don't know how it is. Yeah, exactly. You know, they don't know how it is to live in a civilized country, right? So that's why they just can't and vibe with Psycho Patrol R. It's very sad, you know. It's such a sadness. But yeah. So yeah, that was not Cruelty Squad. That was Psycho Patrol R actually, which was updated, and yeah, we may go and play it one day again. We'll take another look. Although I assume the part of the game that we were at, which is like basically the beginning, you know, the part when the part when you have to go and kill the incel communists. That's the faction in that game, incel communists. And you know that, and I think that's glorious, and I think that's how the game is supposed to be. So yeah, I assume that part of the game didn't change, but again, I think we can take another look. Why not? It's always cool to check that game out again. But yeah, aside from that, another game that I was like very interested in, or rather the DLC to that game is coming out soon. Let's go to the browser. Let's go to the browser again for a bit. There we go, let's mute the tab. Don't look at the death counter. Just ignore the death counter. Or you know, just pretend I died 53 times on my browser, you know. I mean knowing like the memory leaks that some browsers have, it is quite possible that someone died to their browser. But yeah, there's this very cool game called Blood West. And it will have a new DLC called... Okay, it's not here yet. Oh, there it is. It's called Scavengers, and it's like a endless mode for that game. And yeah, it's coming out June 3rd, so Blood West, what a great one. Exactly, it's a great game. And I'm talking about it because, yeah, I think we'll be streaming it very soon, you know. Just because that new DLC is coming out with this endless mode. Genuine cool investigation mechanics. It's like being your own FBI agent and reading browser history. Oh, you mean Psycho Patrol? Oh yeah, that's right. That was cool. I really like the part when you have to like go to like Twitter, and from there you can like actually see stuff you can use while playing through the story. That was really cool. But yeah, to return to the Blood West, I had this game for a bit. It was made by Hyper Rage, by the way, the same guys who did like the new Postal games, you know, the good Postal games, and also stuff like Elderborn, which was pretty alright. We may actually play this one as well. It's pretty short, but it's like alright. It's like a pretty cool game. Yeah, I think we may even like be able to finish it in like one sitting even. It was pretty short. But yeah, speaking of Blood West, yeah, I remember buying that game in early access, and you know, I bought that game in early access, and I liked it so much, and that I was like, you know what, okay, I like this game so much, and then I don't want to actually like destroy that game for myself when I played fully. So I decided to wait when the game came out fully. And yeah, it did came out fully, and then I forgot about it. And yeah, it seems like we should finally go and take a look. Yeah, exactly. Last played April 1st, 2022. And good April Fool's joke, everybody. But yeah, I think we'll go and play Blood West very, very soon. It's a very cool game. It's quite strange. No pun intended. When it comes to the developer's name, hyper strange. But yeah, Blood West was like a very cool game. It's basically like, how can I explain this? Yeah, I want to say this game is like a similar to System Shock. It's like a full of cowboy. I mean, I'm not saying about the. I'm saying about the theme of the game, which is also quite similar to the game called Weird West. Which is it's a very junky game made by the same guy who made Dishonored, by the way. It's interesting, but it's very junky. I don't know if, I mean, we may play it one day, but I'm not sure. I remember playing Weird West and I wasn't impressed. But yeah, speaking of good games, Blood West is. Yeah, I'm trying to find like a good name for the gameplay style, because you know it's like it's supposed to be an immersive sim, quote unquote. Yeah, I want to say it's like a System Shock 2. It's like a System Shock 2 like, right? But I don't think it's like actually fits, honestly. It's kind of like its own thing, you know. I mean honestly, I'd say this game is like more deserving of the title Thief with Guns than Gloomwood is, because yeah, Gloomwood is like very strange. Gloomwood is like an actual, you know, its own thing, you know. The other thing about Gloomwood is that it's like an absolute mess when it comes to like gameplay systems and whatnot. But aside from that, yeah, I'd say Blood West is like way more both traditional and like way more similar to that title of Thief with Guns. But it's like a very cool game. It's like this somewhat Souls-like kind of as well. It's like somewhat Souls-like, somewhat extraction game, somewhat Thief, and somewhat System Shock 2. And it's very interesting and very good. Even in early access, it was very good. As I said before, the game was like so good that it like, you know, I decided to just wait for the full version so I can actually play it in its best form. And so yeah, I think the time is right to do it. So I don't know. And first we need to actually go and finish Dark Souls. And you know, maybe start Soul Reaver, you know, that's what I promised you before. But yeah, a very cool game. We'll be checking it out someday. But let's return here. Let's return back to my cell. And oh yeah, that's right. One last piece of news. That will be the last one, I promise. Oh my god, we spent an hour and a half just yapping. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I really got going today. But yeah, one last cool piece of news. Basically, you guys may remember way back when a few years ago, a little company known as Blizzard decided to release a little remake of their other little game called Warcraft 3 Remastered, and it was a bit of a Reforged. It was Reforged, even better, and it was a bit of a shit show. To put it lightly, it was an actual absolute clusterfuck, actually, not even a little shit show, but you know, an absolute tragedy. And one of the things about Warcraft 3 Remastered, I still remember this because back in the day when that came out, and you know, I saw the news of the game being really bad, I decided, you know, that's like a good way that's like a good time to replay Warcraft 3, right? Because yeah, the Reforged may be bad, the remake may be bad, but we still have the original game, right? I can just download it from Battle.net, because yeah, I did use my CD key on Battle.net, so I could download the original game. So yeah, basically what I did is that I press download, and then I see that it downloads the game, yes. But it has 20 gigs. You have to remember, Warcraft 3 original have 2 gigs at most, even less than 2 gigs. It's like 180 or something. So yeah, basically what they did is that they removed your original version of Diablo 3. Sorry, not Diablo, Warcraft 3. And replaced it with their better edition, which, as you all know, was like, which yes, you could play with the old graphics, but the game was like very, very buggy. It was even like the old sections of the game were like buggy, right? It's like an absolute mess. So yeah, basically, Blizzard not only took your game out from you, the one you like paid them for before, like even many years ago, and just replaced them with a worse version. So literally the only way to play Warcraft 3 original was to pirate it. And so you know, that was a fun time. So basically that's how it remained for a few years. And yes, they did eventually brought the Reforged version to like I don't say good state, but like a playable state. So yeah, you can like go and play the game with some success. Hi Fab, welcome. How we doing? How we doing, Fab? How is your first day going? Hope it's going great. But yeah, as we're just talking about Warcraft 3. But yeah, you guys may think, why am I talking to you about Warcraft 3 and Reforged? Especially Reforged. I mean, yeah, all jokes aside, Reforged is like fine now. It still has its problems, but it's like fine. It's like playable now. Just woke from a nap and went to eat. Oh, I see. Guys, Fab is woke now. He is literally woke. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. It's so over. But I hope you have a good rest, and I hope you get something tasty to eat. Woke up. Yeah, I understood. I'm sorry. I had to make that joke. I apologize. But I hope you have a good rest and you have something nice to eat now. So you know, relax, sit down, and enjoy. Don't worry. I'll finish yapping in a bit and we can finally play the game. So, you know. We'll be back on track very, very soon. But as I was saying, basically I think it was like a month ago, or like a few weeks ago, but it was like silent. I'm pretty sure there was like no news about it. Maybe it was like in some patch notes. But yeah, actually you can download the original Warcraft 3 again. So you actually don't have to like be forced to download Reforged if you don't want to use a pirate site. You can actually like download your original game again. So you know, thank you so much Blizzard for allowing us to download the game we paid for. That's very nice of you. But yeah, we can finally play Warcraft 3 now. And yeah, that's like one of those games I would like, you know, want to stream one day. You know, it's one of these. It's one of these like nice nostalgic games that we can just, you know, sit around, get comfy, get a nice little blanket, and some choco milk or something. Actually, no, it's getting warm now, right? We're getting close to summer, so you know. I don't know. You may not want to get a blanket, but I know you can like take off all your clothes, and you know get a soda or something if that's your fancy. If that's your idea of being comfy in the summer, I mean, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? The summers are getting warmer, right? So you know, taking all of your clothes out, it's not that bad of an idea, right? Yeah, you know. If that's your idea of a good time, then you have something there. You have something going there, you know. Oh god, I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. We need to like start to finally go and play the game. It's getting really bad. Yeah, you know what, guys? This might be my record, actually. I don't think I ever managed to, like, go through a Zatsu session that lasted like an hour and 37 minutes. 38 soon. Yeah, so yeah, what can I say? Maybe I really missed you guys for these few years. It's not years, sorry, days. I'm still exhausted. I'm so sorry. You have to remember, guys, I was like literally dying yesterday, so please understand. It is the best way to go to lectures. I don't know about that, to be honest. Yeah, thankfully when I was in uni, our studies basically basically our both lectures and like classes ended in June. So it was like basically it was like basically around the time that the heat started. So I never really like experienced a lecture when it was like very, very hot. And so yeah, I can say I sympathize with that. But yeah, as I was saying, we can actually go and. I mean, I don't know. Last time we streamed Warcraft 3, the original version that was acquired, not by Battle.net, but it was acquired somehow. And when we streamed that, I had a few problems actually. There was like a lot of problems with like recording the game, so that also makes me worried. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know, guys. I'm not really in the mood for Warcraft right now. I think it would be something better to play. Like in the autumn, right? So you can like again get blankets and get comfy. Yeah. Let's play it in autumn, so we can both keep our clothes on, and also get a blanket and be comfy. So that may work. Although I assume there may be some people who like get a blanket and still ditch the clothes. Whatever rocks your boat when it comes to that. Okay, yeah, I'm rambling. We'll go and play the game after a short break, so, be right back, don't go anywhere. I'll return in a few minutes, I need to get a breather, and after that we'll finally start a Soul Reaver game, so look forward to it. Okay, be right back. Okay, thank you so much for waiting. Yeah, that was a bit long. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I should like really make my tea before the stream, but you know how it is. Especially since uh, especially since I always like leave it to get colder. So yeah, I'm still using my other sippies. Thank you for the sip by the way, Fab. Thank you. Yeah, we have switched to soda right now. We switched to some Coke because yeah, fun fact, guys. Yeah, Betsky managed to like drink my entire sippy bottle during the Zatsu session, and you guys didn't even have to go and you know give me sips. But yeah, thank you so much, Fab. So yeah, I'll go and drink some of my Coke. Not that Coke, not that one. It's cherry Coke. It's pretty good actually. Oh, oh, I see. Yeah, I think there was a time for a bit, at least in my country, that if you wanted like a flavor Coke, right? Like for example, like a cherry Coke or something, like this one, then like the only versions available were like sugar free, which also means taste free, by the way. But yeah, this one's like yeah, this is like cocainum exactly, cocainum. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Arnie. Very much appreciated. But yeah, this one is like, yeah, this is like sugary and nice and sweet. Nice and sweet, making me fat as well. Very nice. Thank you, Trump. Yeah, see? Yeah, basically that's what happens. Trump became president, and suddenly we got like unhealthy food again. We did it, bros. We won. We won. The yappening bros, where we at? We're here. We're here on the stream. But yeah, thank you again so much, Fab. That was quite a nice Coke. Not that one. And again, don't worry. After that Coke is over. We basically go what Reagan did manage to do, and we will finish the Coke. And after that, I still have a second water bottle. So yeah, we are nice and fully prepared for today's gaming. Because yeah, what can I say, guys? It's time to kill the music because it's gaming time. We're finally going to be gaming. We're going to play Soul Reaver 2 finally. Which we're supposed to play Soul Reaver and start it like 2 weeks ago or something. But don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, let me just. There we go. Put that here. Perfect. You should be able to see the game pretty nicely. Also, as you can see, Severin, I use your idea, Severin. So yeah, thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out for that. Thank you. But yeah, I did use your registered prison cam idea. So yeah, thank you very much again. That was a very good one. I really like that one. Yeah, see, I told you I would make a note of that. And what can I say? I did make a note of that. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, finally, after a year, after more than a year, we managed to return to Legacy of Kain. Just remove the sharp for facility. Hold on, what's it look like? Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It's still like lore appropriate, right? But the joke still stands, you know. So I think that's okay. What can I say? Sharp will stay. The sharp will stay. But yeah, finally. Yeah, I said before. As I said when you started the stream, yeah, Legacy of Kain is basically a series that I wish I played when I was younger, because as I said before, I would probably like this game a lot, both like story wise and gameplay wise probably. But yeah, I really enjoyed the series so far. I really like it. So yeah, definitely, even though I didn't play it before, it is still quite nice to discover it for the first time. Let me just put my mouse somewhere else so it won't get in the way of my wired gamepad. Because yes, I am one of those guys who will never go wireless. I need my wire. I need my big black snake to be connected to different appliances. That's how I roll. But yeah, basically, from what I remember, 2 years ago on Halloween, almost 2 years ago, we played Blood Omen, and I really liked that game. And 1 year ago, we played and finished Soul Reaver, which was like the one that most people, pretty sure like that's like the most famous one because yeah, that's the one that people always talk about. Like when it comes to Soul Reaver 2, I mean, I honestly sometimes forget that the game even exists. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse, right? It could be Blood Omen. I mean, Blood Omen 2. That is the one that literally no one knows that exists. Hey, but yeah, so far the series was really good. I really enjoyed, especially enjoyed Blood Omen. Yeah, I'd say for as of now, out of all the 2 games I've played, out of Blood Omen and Soul Reaver, I'd say, I'd say Blood Omen was the best one, to be honest. I mean, I very much like Soul Reaver 1, but honestly, you can like very much see the age of that game. You can like, unfortunately, this is like one of those games that actually ages right because it is it is like quite a simplistic Zelda clone. I'd say it's actually like it's like a worse game than Zelda Ocarina of Time, which actually came out before Soul Reaver 1. But it was like a lot of problems with Soul Reaver 1, I'd say. Both the game being quite simplistic. But there's also like a problem with directions and stuff like that, you know. There was like a lot of stuff in that game that you were just either supposed to somehow come up yourself with the answer, or you know, just more realistically buy a strategy guide because that's how they used to get their money back then with strategy guides and whatnot. So basically this kind of like make the game feel older, you know, than it would be otherwise. Especially you know when you like compare it to Zelda, right? Because you know, for example, in Soul River you have like some very dickish sections when it comes to puzzles. Like for example, I still remember that one puzzle, which I remember spending like 20 minutes on, which is like basically I was like missing one block, right? And I was like looking everywhere. I thought maybe there was like something about that one missing block, right? Maybe we were like supposed to ignore that block and just you know use something different there. But no, the actual answer is that the block I was looking for was actually outside the puzzle room. So yeah, that was like very dickish, but it was also one of the things I remember the most. That was like the part that really pissed me off. No, as I said before, the game was like quite junky by itself. You know, especially when you like, compare it to Zelda Ocarina of Time, because yeah, Ocarina of Time was like much better when it comes to that. Okay, what did you say there? There's Severin. Let me check. But the joke is that the second version of the program, not number 2 camera, it's already 0 at the bottom. I'll think about it. I'd say it's fine the way it is. You know, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a perfect reference, right? I'd say people can see where I'm going with this, right? But yes, I was saying, what can I say? Because I'm very sorry because I've been shitting on Soul Reaver for a bit, but yeah, even though the gameplay was like a bit subpar, if I have to be honest, but you know. And even like the graphics, you know, especially those PS1 graphics, I'd say it looked much better with the Dreamcast, which is also why we actually played the first game. We played it with remastered graphics, which you know I usually don't do that. I usually opt out for the original graphics, which is how we're going to play Soul Reaver 2. We'll be playing with the original graphics. But yeah, what can I say? I just really don't like the graphics for the PS1 version of Soul Reaver 1. I'd say I actually like the remastered graphics because it's quite similar to how it looked like on the Dreamcast, which I'd say is like the best version of Soul Reaver from what I've heard, aside from the remastered version. So yeah, as I was saying, hello Blinger, welcome. Thank you for the sippy. But yeah, that was like very retro. That's true, Fab. Typical shafted, even though it's like gem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's like one of those unfortunate victims of From what I remember, Defiance came out like a bit before the next gen, right? Before like 360 and PS3. So yeah, it's like one of those unfortunate victims of this transitional period between consoles. I'm pretty sure they weren't able to came up with anything, especially since from what I remember, I just got like in the financial problems back in the day as well. So that also played a part. But it is a shame that the series ended up the way it is right now. Because even now, even now, like the last new game, the one that came out, I think it's called Ascendance or something. It's something like this. But yeah, apparently it's very bad as well. There's like a literal one of those literal stereotypical girl bosses Mary Sue characters in that game as well. So we know that's very not good. Yeah, from what I've heard, that new game. In that new game, there's like a secret Raziel sister, which basically managed to evolve before Raziel and managed to like put literally the entire story of the game in motion, which is the series rather in motion, which is just insane. I was playing to Nikkei and listening to Be Your Star. Listen to it when you have time. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you for the recommendation. Hope you enjoyed your game and your song as well. Yeah, exactly, Seven, exactly. But yes, as you saying, there is Ex Logic. You love the way these guys do vampires. Yeah, me too. As I said before, when I was shitting for on Soul Reaver 1, even though the first game has like out of flaws, and it's certainly an age game, but yeah, when I played the game, when I played the game, I really love both this and Blood Omen. I love the setting, I love the story, and I love the voice acting, especially voice acting. Voice acting is so good. Like this voice acting in Soul Reaver 1, especially, it's literally years. It's literally years before the stand the standard it'll become eventually later. So that was quite great. As I said before, I very much regret not playing those games as a younger person, because if I played that game when I was younger, then I would be more receptive to this older more jankier gameplay that you could play in Soul Reaver 1. So yeah, that's one regret I have. But yeah, aside from that, I'd say Soul Reaver 1 is really good, and I'm very much looking forward to play Soul Reaver 2, which apparently it has less puzzles. It's both less junky and has less puzzles, which may actually be pretty good for me because I'm stupid. But yeah, let's go and play the game. Zan the Yapper. Oh, you should have been here before, Lawbringer, when we yapped for like almost 2 hours. Yeah. What can I say? I'm on a roll tonight. I'm both sorry and not sorry. But yeah, let's go. Legacy of Kain series, Soul Reaver 2. Starting right now. And this should be the original graphics. Okay, yeah, this is remastered. This is original. I mean, if I'm being honest, it doesn't look that much different in the old version. But yeah, apparently like Soul Reaver 2 was like very, very impressive back in the day. I mean, as I can say because I never played it when it came out. Let me check OBS. How's the sound? The sound's pretty good. Okay. I think yeah, with the yapping, we can go and actually play the game. So yeah, let's go. Yay, start game finally. After over a year, we're so back. Oh, hello there. Hi, Raziel.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Ooh, burned. He got him. He got him.
When I first
but
stole into this chamber
yeah, sorry.
centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge.
I'll talk after the cutscene. because I actually want to focus on that.
To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods?
Wow.
As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
Dude, the voice acting is so good in those games.
Found the tomb of Sarafan Kane.
Top notch.
How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer.
He's dead, boys. It's over. The game's over.
To serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil.
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kane. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened. That was a big reveal in the first game.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic?
Oh, that hurt.
Their agenda was the same as ours.
Ooh, nice portal. It was a nice effect. I wonder if this is like a remastered cutscene, or is it like that's how it looked like back in the day. I need to like check it later.
This is not where
Because it looks good.
it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Okay, as a Vampire Stargate, yeah, basically, basically that's how the first game ended. Basically, this is the cutscene is like both the final cutscene of the first game and the final battle. So, but both in the cutscene form. It's like remastered with like better CGI. You know, now you can see the power of PS2. Yeah, it's so cool. Like, it's unironically very, very cool.
Pawn and Messiah.
Game a bit quiet though. Okay, I see.
So, welcome to your destiny.
I'll see if I can try to go to the options after the cutscene. But yeah, as I said before, voice acting is top notch, it's top class.
Where am
Okay, we can actually pause. That's good. I assume you weren't able to pause in the PS2 version. Okay, let's go. Let's go 8 for sound and music and 9 for the speech. That's could be very good. We want to go and we want to hear that voice acting, right? But it was like a very nice looking cutscene. Yeah, I assume it's like an upscaled opening cinematic, right, from the PS2. But it looked very good. Yeah, I'm quite pumped to play the game actually. This might be an OBS fix. No, I do agree with you. The game was like a bit quiet on my end as well. Yeah, let me just check in the OBS. It should be okay. Let's see now.
Why is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Oh no, Soul Reaver!
Very well, you old snake.
He took my Soul Reaver! What the
If
fuck?
you prefer,
What the
I
hell,
use
man?
my bare hands.
There we go. Game Raziel.
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours.
Yeah, we're just that cool.
But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
It's like vampire and cool and
You
vampire.
can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius.
It's really
I
cooler.
know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Also, by the way, yeah, that's Mobius. Didn't Kane in the first game, in Blood Omen, didn't he like beat his ass so hard he like super died, from what I remember? Because yeah, he was in the first game as well. Maybe even... Yeah, I think it was Soul Reaver 1, but like a cutscene or something. Or maybe in one of these like prophetic cutscenes at the end of the game. But yeah, anyway, enough yapping.
Perhaps you should, my boy.
Yeah, let's do it.
You don't.
No, why?
I'm so certain of that, Mobius.
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel.
Raziel.
No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kane, some 30 years from now.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right? Because he killed him. You heard Morbius instead of Mobius. Oh god. Yeah, I see, Fab. You're one of these Morbius-y obese person, right? Morbius obese people. Yeah, I can see you're a Morbius enjoyer. Don't take the obese part personally, okay? It was a joke. But yeah, it certainly would be a game if it was Morbius instead of Mobius, right? Yeah, we'd be morbing tonight if that happened.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
Morbin all over.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kane has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately,
Is this
you
yaoi?
do not love me now to be my ally.
This is yaoi. That's true.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race.
Degenerate race.
Slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
You don't trust that guy.
Slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kane? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then.
Yeah, I was thinking like when he said about the source. Yeah, how did it went? There was something like, "That's very nice, Senator, but how about you back it up with a source? My sources, I made it the fuck up. I fucked up the quote. I'm so sorry." Oh, that was a chair squeak again.
But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kane dead.
I hate when my chair squeaks.
You do.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Kane is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See
There
how
he is.
lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy.
There's
Foolishly
Kane.
confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Razia. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Cain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision.
It's touching boys.
Cain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel.
It's over.
But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go
Actually,
to
we saw
Nosgoth
back.
and end this. But
Result of the time stream.
you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in
Yeah, that's one way
this,
to put it, right?
I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do.
Hi, Sergeant. How we doing?
Great movements require a few martyrs.
Oh no. I hope that's not me. I hope not a martyr. But regardless, how we doing? How's your evening going? Or
Alone now,
whatever time of
I
day you
surveyed
have?
my surroundings and noticed a second time streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
Significant crystal. Okay, so we have to remember that. Oh, the game may be actually a bit too loud now. Let me check in OBS. You're full of pitipana. Oh, what's that? I don't recognize the name. You have elevated your Warframe Grime on the event. Oh, I see that. That's pretty good. You should reject Warframe. You should reject the Siren Call of Warframe. When the Discord mod kidnaps you into the time stream. V-word. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for saying slurs. I am very, very sorry. Please don't. Please don't report my stream for slurs. You know, we don't say the V-word here. Okay, that's... The game feels a bit strange, to be honest. Yeah, I may be remembering wrongly, but I think the first game felt a bit smoother to play. This is a bit strange. My soldiers are no match for you, kid. Yeah, basically Morbis is a literal time Discord moderator. Yeah, imagine that. You know, I don't think Cain is the villain. I think that guy is the actual villain, right? Because he's a moderator, right? Okay, can I get that candlestick? Okay, that's how you suck. There we go, guys. See, this is the game when we can actually go and suck. There we go. But there's nothing to suck yet. But yeah, as you were saying the Deus Ex logic before. Excuse me. But yeah, what can I say? Out of everyone who have the best risk, no, out of everyone in the time stream, I think our drip is, you know, unmatchable. I mean, just look at this. Look at our scarf thingy. Yeah, very cool. I mean, honestly, Raziel's design is very, very good, even for being, you know, this like monster ghoul or something. Blue vampire, basically. Oh, what's wrong here, Raziel? Oh, spooky. But yeah, basically, I want to show you. Yeah, I really like how the pattern on his coat or whatever scarf thingy. It's basically shaped like those two tears. You know that? Like, I don't know what I want to say, but yeah, basically it looks like tears. That's what I want to say. Naked boy. Oh no! Oh no! We can show that on a Christian stream. It's so over. Now Twitch will really ban us. You drop the Space Ninja game when either you've burned through it, it's loot table, or the event is over. Oh god. Yeah, this will take a while probably. Glowy wamp posting. Yeah, we have to be careful. We have to be careful of the vampire hunters to get us, you know. You know, they're scary. They have spears and flamethrowers. But it's like interesting because yeah, basically the tears are kind of metal. Yeah, exactly. It's like a very cool design. Hold on to configure my headphones a bit. Nudity is permitted if it's a part of the game, but do not focus on it. But yeah, I was kind of like focusing on Raziel's scarf, and you could still see his crotch, so you know. I don't think Dan Clancy will take mercy on me, you know. I'm not a girl, so that maybe I'm not a skimpy clothed girl, so you know I don't know if Dan Clancy will forgive me for that. Okay, let me go and remember the controls. Okay, yeah, so that's punch. That's a second punch. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not in the first game. Yeah, that's second, very important. Ooh. Oh, we have a Raziel kick. Yeah, that was in the first game for sure. That's for sure. Yes, and you're a girl. That's not true. I checked in the morning and that's not true. Although something may have changed since that. I don't know. Okay, so what does it do? Okay, that makes us sneak, I guess. Okay, this centers a... Yeah, I think this centers a camera. Okay, this is a block. And... Okay, this makes us go double jump. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if I can... Let's see if I can double jump in this little puddle. But the game just feels strange. It feels a bit floaty. I don't remember the first game controlling like that. You see, I can really like land in there. There we go. Ooh, that's cold. Ooh, get me out. Okay, there we go. Okay, we did it, boys. I think I remember the controls now. There we go. Your beloved cat is blocking the stream with her head. I mean, she also wants to watch, right? So you know, I think let her, you know, give her a lot of good pats for all of us, right? Make sure to pat that kitty real good. But basically, I think I want to say that. But yeah, apparently this is the chamber when the council members died, which from what I remember, it's basically literally the very first cutscene of Blood Omen 1, which yeah, it's very interesting. That's like one of the cooler things about Legacy of Kain series, that you know the actual plot line is like, you know, it still fits, right? There aren't like many retcons from what I understand. So I really like that they actually take care about continuity when it comes to the story, especially since, as you may remember, Soul Reaver games, or you know, every Legacy of Kain games made after Soul Reaver were not made by the original devs. Those were the Silicon Knights who made Blood Omen 1, and after that, Soul Reaver games and like Blood Omen 2 were made by Crystal Dynamics, you know, the Tomb Raider guys, basically. She holds your hand hostage and pair. Oh god. What a beast. What an absolute beast, right? Okay, can I get a candlestick? Yeah, I remember you could go and you could like get you could like carry weapons. Yeah, I want to go and check out the... Yeah, that's basically Vorador. What a guy. He's like one of the coolest guys in the first game. He's like this big, powerful vampire dude that was like drinking blood from the chalice. He was very based, basically. Okay, so where do I want to go? Okay, I see. So these are our skills. Okay, this is a pause menu. Okay, it seems like the map is a skill now. Interesting. And we're here at Seraphan's stronghold. And here the... Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Now we can actually see where our objective is. So that's like already a big change from Soul Reaver 1. Okay, so let's go. What's the right way? What's the right way though? Okay, so pillars are... Yeah, pillars are like to the northwest, so you have to go there. Why Vampire Green? Yeah, basically vampire in this universe are more like mutants. They're like, you know, more traditional vampires. Basically their shtick is that the more power they have, the more monstrous they become. Although Raziel is a bit different because the reason Raziel is blue is that in the first game Cain threw him into the death vortex of souls, where he like burned for thousands of years. So that's why he's looking like that. That's why he's looking a bit like a beef jerky, right? But yeah, since Vorador is not deformed, sorry. Since he's evolved, then he was able to actually achieve his monstrous form. So that's why he's green, basically. Kind of like Cain, but Cain is like more... he's more yellow, actually, than green. But it's basically the same idea. Which you will probably see soon with Cain. Okay, you can open that. Okay, that's actually south. That's not where you want to go. Okay, so I assume this is the right way. But of course it doesn't open. Okay, so I assume we have to remember the first game. In the first game we could like we're able to shoot the buttons using a Soul Reaver. So I assume we have to go and reclaim our Soul Reaver, so we can shoot this, and then we'll be able to go to the pillars. You can also go to the south if you really want to. Well, let me check this area first. Hello there. Nice clock, bro. Yeah, you have like gears and all of that. You know, let's go and check this. Well, that's like a nice sound effect. But yeah, let's go and check the place in the remastered version. Yeah, as I said before. Yeah, this is remastered graphics. This is PS2 graphics. And yeah, what can I say? The OG graphics are actually looking pretty good. They don't look that much different than this, honestly. So yeah, I guess this game was like really very impressive back in the day because, you know, I like what I'm seeing, especially since from what I remember, this is like, yeah, I think Soul Reaver 2 came out like pretty close to launch of PS2 as well, so it's like an early PS2 game. But yeah, honestly, not too shabby. It looks very good. So yeah, I think we'll go and stay in the OG graphics. It's not like in Soul Reaver 1 when the difference was like much bigger. Yeah, exactly, Fab. That was another great funny joke made by yours truly. Exotic footsteps noises are so good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, love the attention to detail. Yeah, again, you have to remember, this is basically like as good as it got for that era. Yeah, the game was made by Eidos, which at the time was like one of the biggest publishers ever. But so yeah, basically this game is AAA from way back when. And you know what? I think we need to go back. I mean, do we really need better graphics than this? I don't think so. I mean, as I said before, this doesn't look that much better. But yeah, let's go. Okay, I guess the texture for the door is better, but aside from that, again, PS2 version is not looking too shabby. Let's go here. Open door. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a guy. Are you friendly? Oh no, he's not friendly. Okay, can I? Okay, that's how we can pick up the. Okay, that's interesting. Because that's not a spear, right? I think the game may be actually too loud right now. Let's go for this. Yeah, now we have halberds as well. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the controls are basically the same. But now I also have a heavy attack as well. But yeah, oh, there we go. There we go. And now we can suck, finally. We did it, boys. That's our first suck. That's our first suck of the stream. And many more to come. Oh, can I? Oh, I can get a sword. Okay, so now we have more weapon types. Because yeah, as I said before, in the first game you only had... Okay, can I jump on it? You only had spears, but now we have like halberds, we have swords. Yeah, what can I say? We can finally go and suck. Exactly. We can fight and then suck. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, what's this thing? I can't jump on it. I'm actually sliding from it. But yes, I was saying, I don't know why, but the game really feels like it controls worse than the first game, unfortunately. Because yeah, from what I may remembering it wrong, but in the first game was like it felt much smoother in my memories. Which, you know, it was a year ago, so it wasn't like 20 years ago, like the OG game, but you know. There we go. Fight me. On guard. It's very strange. There's like this weird input delay almost. Oh, there we go. Come on, kill him. There we go. Oh, I see. I guess when we use the swords, then we don't have to impale them. Okay, so that would be useful. But the combat is very weird. Like as you could see there, when I was like locked on, it kind of like felt like there was like some input delay there. And I don't know, maybe it's something with the controller. Although other games work fine, maybe it's something with the Steam input or whatever. Something you've noticed about older games is that they put more effort into the things we would rather leave in the hands of the music or creativity. Yeah, exactly. Because you have to remember, they have to, like, back in the day, they didn't have like resources that we have right now. That was another thing. But the other thing is that the tech of the consoles that were making games for, they were like actually pretty weak, even like compared to the PCs of the day. Like for example, like from what I remember, PS2 had like memory in megabytes, not even like gigabytes, right? It was like megabytes. So you know, and you know, memory also handles stuff like textures that you can see at this moment right now, so, and you know, all the loading and whatnot. So yeah, they really have to get creative with stuff back in the day. But yeah, now basically everyone can just go to Unreal and check out and check the Lumen option and then make their game work so much worse. And yeah, what can I say? We have to go back basically. Okay, if I remember correctly, I can go and... Okay, how do you... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I want to see how I can throw stuff. Okay, so that's how it works. We have to go to third person, sorry, and then we can throw our stuff. There we go. Also, let's go and check if... Okay, this is the halberd. Like in the first game, the spears could impale into the wall. Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't work this time. Okay, hold on, let's try it like this. Okay, it doesn't get impaled on the wall. Okay, maybe that's how actual spears work. That was a halberd. So I guess we have to go and find one. There we go. Let's continue. For now, sword is alright. Sword is serving me quite well. Hello there. Get it? Get what?
There's one.
There's me. Oh, I think he's talking about the rat. I can understand now. Oh, there we... Wait, can we like make... Oh god! There are decapitations in this game. Okay, that was pretty cool. But yeah, as I was about to say... It's like they added like more... varied combos in that game. Because yeah, the combat in Soul Reaver 1 was like very simplistic. This one, you know, input like aside and like floatiness. But yeah, there seems to be way more going on with this game than Soul Reaver 1 when it comes to combat. Interesting. Oh, I need a sippy. Hold on, I need a sippy. Don't impale me yet. Resident Evil 4 has got to be one of the best examples of games as art. Certain scenes are made beautiful from the manual fine-tuned illusions and effects that were put into practice. Yeah, exactly. Resident Evil 4 OG is a fantastic game. And the remake could never. The remake could never. I mean, I'm sure it's a good game. I still have to play it. I'm holding it off because, you know, I like Resident Evil 4, but... You know, it's not the same, especially with like yellow paint and whatnot. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 looks beautiful, especially on the GameCube. And because, you know, it was like... It's basically like tailor-made for the GameCube. And yeah, Resi 4 is great for that. Oh, hello there, woman. No, I won't die. It is you who will die. I mean, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I love that decapitation. It's so good. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, that's another door. It looks like something I can go. I don't know. Maybe it's a. Maybe it's the thing that we used in the first game to go to the spirit realm. Let's check it out. Yeah, basically we need to go and shift and see. Okay, so that doesn't work. But yeah, we need to go and try out the signature tech in the first game. In the second game this time. There we go. There we. Oh, I see. We actually have the river in. Yeah, we have the river in the spirit world at the very least. There we go. Oh, that was a good suck. Yeah, that was a proper suck right there. Yeah, there we go. See. You can even like make some Soul Reaver combos if you want to. Come on, Raziel. I want to go and do the. I want to go to the Pierce from the first game. Oh, okay. I see how it works. Yeah, you have to like push the stick forward, and then you can. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work now. Yeah, how do you do the pierce attack? I thought you'd have to like hold the stick forward, but no. That is not the case. Oh, see, that's my sword. Wow, the sword. Do you guys see that? The sword is so sharp. It literally cut through this ball thingy. That's cool. So good. But yeah, I think we can return now. There we go. Okay, so this works exactly like the first game. Yeah, that's good to know. And I have to say, I'm also quite pleased that I still remember how to actually move around this game. I mean, it's more floaty, that's true, but I do remember how to play. Isn't that where I came from? Oh no. There's a cutscene, that means it is not.
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Cain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Yeah, I told you guys, it's really a yaoi game. I'm so sorry. Oh, look at this. That's a lot of heads. Yeah, let me try to join a few. Let me add a few to the pile. Oh god. Gotta be careful though. There we go. That's one. Hey, stop doing that. Come on. Take his head. There we go. Nice. Hold on. Give me a moment. I need to suck. Nice. Oh, how should I do that? That's not fair. Come on. Get him. Get his head. Oh yeah. Yeah, this literally never gets old. I mean, what can I say? I may have a problem. I agree, I may have a problem, but I do love when you can cut heads off in games. There we go. There's a few more. Yeah, they look a bit more vampiric. Well, maybe because they're a bit ripe right now, but yeah, they don't really look like. Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, I see the ears now. Actually, no, they're round. So they don't seem to be vampires. Also, check out the fucking pipe in the background music. Now that's a vibe. One day you would love to see a slumpire. No, don't worry. I'm sure one day you will. Life is a journey after all. Okay, so I assume that's our goal. Could it be? Could it be our first puzzle? Seems like it is. Can't open that. Yeah, this is close as well. Yeah, I assume this door there is where it came from, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, that's where the cutscene was, right? That's where Raziel saw all of these knights, of these Seraphan knights on the wall. But yeah, I don't see any left. Yeah, this looks like a thing you can push. Okay, yeah, we can push that. Jumping looks like a model animation from Gmod. Yeah, I think this game came out in 2001. Let me check. When did Soul Reaver 2 came out? Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, 2001 exactly. Literally the launch title for the PS2. And so yeah, please understand. Okay, maybe not the low jump, but actually, you know what, Fab? I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it. You're right. Yeah, from what I remember, they also like, you know, bended their legs awkwardly in Gmod. So yeah, that's true. So true, bestie. Okay, this is just a statue. This is a closed door. Oh, you know what? I think I understand now. I think I understand. There was this eye in the first level, right? Or like the first room. But now we actually have some things that we can throw at. You know, throw at the eye thingy. Half-Life 1 was released in 2004, no? Actually, no. That was Half-Life 2. Half-Life 1 was 1998. And yes, sorry for my autism, but I did. I used to be a big fan of Half-Life. Is this me? Where? Where is he? Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, Sergeant. It's fine. But yeah, Half-Life 2 was 2004. Half-Life 1 was 1998. Both are retro. I won't comment. Pap, I won't be commenting on such bold lies, you know. There we go. Okay, okay. Since the game just respawned an enemy, I'll go and assume that we're going the right way. Actually, is it the right way? Okay, yeah, it is. I remember. Yeah, see, that's my halberd. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, we're so good at taking their heads. Actually, yeah. Now I don't know if they like respawn the enemies to like guide you, or they just respawn, you know, every time you enter the room like Zelda. Yeah, I think the second option is the one. Okay, let me go and try to throw it. Yeah, almost. Come on, get Raziel. You see, it's nice and glowy. Using a 20 years definition of for the retro, not like 15 like Meggy, no. You're not that extreme. Shush there. Yeah, let's try one more time. That may not be the actual right answer, you know. God, it would be so embarrassing if I had to use the guide in the literal first hour of the game. At this point, 10 years is retro. Shut up! It's not true! That's not true! I refuse to accept that. If you're using his definition, then Dark Souls 1 is also retro. I mean, honestly, that allows. If DS1 is retro, that allows me to be a retro streamer. So, you know, maybe we should go with that, but only with DS1. Okay, so that's not the case. That's one exception I'll make. Oh, I see. Maybe you actually have to go and in this basin and shoot it from here. The looks of for Half-Life 2 looks ridiculously good for 2004. Yeah, you have to remember, Half-Life 2 was like a literal technical marvel for its year. Like it literally was the best looking game for like years after it came out. Like until Crysis, both Half-Life 2 and Fear were like, you know, unbeatable when it comes to that. And yeah, Half-Life 2 still looks very good. I'm actually planning to play Half-Life 2 during the summer. Because, you know, last year we played Black Mesa, so, you know, this time we should have to go and play Half-Life 2. And also Half-Life 1, but as I said before, if I play Half-Life 1 on stream, then that will be in November. Because as I said before, for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, Half-Life 1 is like my November game. It's the game we play in November, basically. And yes, I don't know why either. Okay, you know what? I don't think that's the right way, actually. True, Half-Life 2 came out the same year with San Andreas. Yeah, exactly. That was 2004. One of the best years ever. Yeah, we have Half-Life 2, we have San Andreas. Don't forget Doom 3. Doom 3 also came out the same year. And Crysis brought most computers to their knees for a mere extra fraction of visual fidelity. Oh, you know, I had to brag. The first PC that I had on my own, I got in 2007, and yes, it could run Crysis on low medium, but it could. So, you know, yeah, sorry, I had to brag there. But yeah, I did play Crysis. That was pretty cool. Crysis will be retro next year. I'm banning you, Fab, after this. You are treading dangerous ground, my boy. Okay, so this is also close. Your PC could run Crysis too. Ooh, I see. So you are part of the club. Doom 3, the flashlight simulator. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, the game was like alright. but it was like way overhyped. I mean, what can I say? Carmack didn't really cook with this one. It was quite, yes, yeah, especially when I compare Doom 3 to Half-Life 2. There's like no competition. Half-Life 2 was just a much better game. Yeah, basically I'd say it in that time kind of like rested on their laurels after Quake 3. And so yeah, Doom 3 was like not that great. Okay, so that was not the right way. Oh god. Yeah, the combat is really floaty in here, and I don't really like it. Like the combat in the first game wasn't the best, but this is like extra jank. Come on, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You're being threatened for telling the truth. No, that's not true. Don't. That's not how it works, Fab. You know, when you say stuff like that, then it is actually not truth, right? Don't call it truth because it's not true. You call something truth when it's true, right? But when something false, like the agenda you're telling us right now, then it's actually a lie, you know? That's how it works. Could run it, but had no access to it since 2011. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I think I played Crysis in like 2008, but I didn't like upgrade my PC, and I got it in like 2007. And so yeah. You remember stacking up barrels and crashing your system of Crysis explosions? Yeah, that was great. Crysis was like a very fun sandbox game. I mean, not as good as hype would let you to believe, but yeah, it was like a very nice game. There was a lot of cool stuff. And can I drop it without throwing it? Crysis is so retro, every PC can run it now. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, at the very least, one thing from what you said was real, so let's go with that. We're approaching a point where you have to emulate a Windows version that ought to run it. Oh god. Was it actually that bad? I can't really say, because last time I played Crysis, it was like on Windows 7. And it worked pretty well. And guys, I think I'm stupid. I don't know where I need to go. I remember that we're playing the Soul Reaver game. And in Soul Reaver game we can be a shitter or a shifter. Okay, we can't phase through the. We can phase through it. As much as you love Half-Life 2, you still have to bump above valve dropping the whole vibe of Half-Life 1, exchanging it for pseudo-realism. Yeah, that's one thing. Those are like very different games. You know, when it comes to like vibes and whatnot. Although honestly, I do prefer Half-Life 2. It really grew on me over the years. Yeah, nowadays I'd say Half-Life 2 has like a very cool aesthetics to it. And honestly, I'll take it over Half-Life 1 at this point. Even though, yeah, Half-Life 1 is like way more nostalgic. We take pseudo-realism over realism any day, that's true. Pseudo-realism is just a better option, it just usually looks better. You know, sometimes a good approximation may be better than like one-to-one recreation, I'd say, you know? Those guys with perfect physics where you can jump over the table or throw something across the room may be realistic, but they feel awful. I mean, the games don't have physics at all nowadays, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. I got to remember that. So, yeah, now I actually wonder. I assume there are some people who actually like started with Soul Reaver 2, right? You know, they didn't have PS1, they didn't have a PC. PS2 is their like first console. That's like a very common background, right? And they tried Soul Reaver 1. So now I'm thinking, how the hell were they supposed to figure that one out? I only like remember it right now, and I played the first game, and I remember you could just do that. Actually, like, I was actually hoping for the game to like reintroduce me to the mechanics of Soul Reaver 1. But I guess that's fine. We did manage to eventually find our way. Oh, guys, I sucked so much. I got an achievement. There we go. See, that's why I'm your favorite streamer, right? That's why I'm a gamer you watch. I suck that much. I get an achievement for it. It's so good. The gameplay for Half-Life 2 is superior, though. I mean, honestly, I think there are a lot of people who would argue with that. Honestly, to be honest, because I mean, yeah, I do like maybe not love, but I do like Half-Life 2 gameplay a lot as well. But you know, it is very different than Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1 is like way more arcadey, and Half-Life 2 is a bit more similar to what we have nowadays, kind of. I mean, yeah, it seems like more similar to like Call of Duty 1, you know? If that makes sense. Also, I've also been planning to like play Call of Duty, you know, 1 and 2. Maybe like 4 and Modern Warfare 2 as well. No, you know, someday. Yeah, I've been like planning that for like a year or so. So that may happen. I mean, I know. That's yet another game, I promise you. So put that one on the pile. There we go.
Away from the influence of...
Hot for his peak, that's true. Also, I just noticed. I don't think that's how it works in the first game as well. But yeah, now we can notice that that when you go to the spirit realm, then not only your not only like geometry gets bended like in the first game, but you can also like hear the music changes, which is very cool. Its game seems to have like a lot of nice little details like that. And yes, that's true. Fab got for his peak. It's a very cool game. I mean, honestly, if you play COD games, so I'd say Black Ops 1. Then you don't have to be like ashamed of that. Honestly, those are like pretty good games. They had a very good run until Black Ops 1, I'd say.
Of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade,
Oh yeah, you have a blade.
Mobius
You have a blade
powerful
bug.
advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened in the first game, in the Blood Omen, this crusade thingy. This is like basically what Raziel is talking about right now. It's like literally the last chapter of Blood Omen 1. Very cool. I like it. Blade time, yeah, exactly. We got our blade back. We got our Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2. I'm sorry. But let me just read the chat. The physics alone just makes your brain tingle. How can you pick up a box to block projectiles? That indestructible object shaking its family. Okay, yeah, that was like what. Yeah, I consider that. That was like one cool thing that Half-Life 2 had over 1, is that you can actually like use physics during combat. That was like very cool and very novel as well, because you know before Half-Life 2, like yeah, there were some games that used physics, right? There were some games that used physics before Half-Life 2, but those games didn't use it as well as Half-Life 2. So yeah, basically Half-Life 2 was like a tech demo for Source Engine, but it was a damn good tech demo. It's one of my favorite games. Actually, let me just check because I do have. I have to like admit to something. I do have a notepad with a top 10 or so of my favorite games, and I'm pretty sure Half-Life is the second one, if I remember correctly. Okay, not like favorite games, but like the best games I've played, because I do differentiate between the best and the favorite, because I'm autistic as hell. Anyway. Okay, actually no. Half-Life 1 and 2 is actually on the third place. With Portal as well. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, Dark Souls is on the second place, alongside Bloodborne and Demon Souls. And I don't know if I should tell you what my favorite game is, or like the best game I've ever played. because that may be a bit embarrassing, especially now, you know. There's a lot of people who don't like this game and say it's slop, even though it's absolute kino and peak. It's Red Dead Redemption, by the way. Anyway, let's go back to play. We have a cutscene to watch. Enough yapping. Okay, guys, sights. Now we need some silence because we need to watch the cutscene because they're really good.
If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, as I said, we have our cool sword back. Oh, wait, even though the game like doesn't give you a reminder, I think it's actually very cool that this is like a sequel game, right? It's like a sequel game on a that's right. We should play on the OG graphics as well. God, it's still very stiff. But yes, as I was saying, I think it's very cool that the actual sequel game like doesn't take your powers, so you can like regain them over the course of the game, but you actually like start with your entire arsenal. Oh god, I lost my Reaver. It's over. I mean, yeah, we did lose spells. Although honestly, the spells in the first game were... Oh, that's nice blood splatter. But yeah, the spells in the first game were basically like optional. So I understand why they didn't like brought them back. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can regain them. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I understand why the game feels so junky to me. Because yeah, even when you locked on to an enemy, you can actually get out of the range of the lock-on when you like move back too much. So yeah, I assume that's why it feels so junky when fighting. So I guess I just shouldn't do that. Oh god. I'll give you that one, okay then. That's what you want. I'll take your soul in exchange. Thank you. Actually not. You know what, guys? I think we can do something very funny right now. Oh, there actually is a crosshair. That's good. Okay, I assume it's because we have a Soul Reaver. And Soul Reaver basically also has a range attack. So I assume that's why we can see it now. There we go. Okay, I see we can shoot. Let's try that. There we go. Surprise! There we go, nice. It was a powerful shot. It like knocked her back. Yeah, it's basically my Glock. Come on. Yeah, we need to get that halberd. I have like no range with my claws. Yeah, can I get a halberd though? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm doing, guys? I'm trying to lock on, but I'm using the Dark Souls controls. So I press the right stick when I want to lock on. When it actually changes the graphics. Ow! Don't do that. It's extremely painful. Beloved Soul Glock, exactly. Oh god. Yeah, it seems like not only I have a heavy attack. Oh, nice. They also have one. Take their soul, of course. I actually wonder... Yeah, you know what? I think we'll check it out on the next one. I want to see if they work like the vampires in the first game. When you impale them and don't suck their soul, they'll come back to life. So I want to see if it works the same. Okay, gotta be careful. Yeah, I really need to get used to the combat. It is very chunky. Come on. Okay, I see. When they use the heavy attack, then you can't block it. Okay, that's understandable. Come on, get him. Get her ass. Come on, Rosiel. Stop missing. You're making me look bad. I'm a true gamer, promise. Okay, let me go and try to Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so it doesn't work the same. Maybe it works the same for... I assume there are some vampire enemies as well in this game. But it just doesn't work the same for humans. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Okay, hold on. Yeah, the lock-on is really bad. I think the main problem is that the range of a lock-on is like very, very small. You know, especially after me playing like over 9,000 hours of Dark Souls. I got used to a very different type of a lock-on. And there we go again. We have to go. Okay, this is closed. Yeah, that's where we came from, right? If I remember correctly. So yeah, we can go back there. What are other options? This part has no door. This okay, we can actually open that.
The stronghold's inner sanctum. A strange sensation crept over me.
What's
An
that?
indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me.
Maybe he's also
The
exhausted.
disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the
Or no,
sense
it's
of
allergy.
dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr
Wow.
and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Cain's journey as a fledgling vampire. How
I clapped when I saw
coerced him
it.
to travel back in history and assassinate William.
Exactly, I clapped when I saw it. That's what happened in Blood Omen. I played that. I was Cain. I killed that guy in that game. Yeah, very cool. As I said before, it's really cool that even though the dev who like was making that game changed, they still like kept the continuity of the series, and they actually like gave respect to that. So you know, that's a very cool thing. But yeah, sorry for me yapping. I just had to like say that. So I'll shut up and let's watch a cutscene.
Thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic.
I killed murderer. Yeah, what can I say? What can I say? That was a different time. I was a young vampire, you know, sucking blood instead of souls. So you know, times were hard. And yeah, see that's the Soul Reaver too, TM. It's here.
And broken. Apparently in the battle between William and Cain.
I remember that.
I had not thought
I did
such a
that.
thing was possible. Until, of course, Cain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity. Willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade.
So I guess we are becoming
The
Soul Reaver
knew better
too.
than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance.
So now we're gonna get
Reaver no
the actual
longer
Reaver.
merely
That's
my
cool.
symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
Yeah, just like Blood Omen 1, when you
What
actually
have you done to me, Mobius?
could use the you know, the physical version of Soul Reaver, because in the first game we could always use the same one we have here. Do you get to have two Soul Reavers? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically this game is like from the understand from yeah, it's basically there's like a lot of time shenanigans in the game. I mean, even the Blood Omen, right? Like as you could see before, we basically like went back to the past as Cain to kill William the Just, or else he would become like this tyrannical warlord to save the current kingdom. But then when Cain actually changed the timeline, he actually managed to genocide all the vampires. So then basically Cain killed everyone and become the not the leader, like the king of the world, basically. So basically that's like a very short and very imprecise story of the series so far. But yeah, that's true. There are two Reavers.
Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Cain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Cain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Jesus, the lights go so hard.
I beg you to stay your hand.
The writing is so
was
good in this
none of
game.
my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Yeah, the old man doesn't have his stuff anymore. He's stuffless. Yet, yeah, I guess we won't see any more of the old man's big stick.
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions.
I don't trust that
if
guy.
there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this.
His rod no longer works, that's true. That's why you have two Soul Reavers right now, you know? No stuff? Yeah, exactly. He's stuffless. He's stuffless, rodless even.
While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Cain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Jesus, Raziel.
The wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled.
I guess he's not dying
We
then.
serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I mean, I think we're edgy enough for that.
Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with
Yes. Okay, I guess we're not that edgy. We gotta go and get Cain instead.
Seek Cain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve.
Okay, I'll
You,
try.
who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
Yeah, we're cool
My
now.
own vengeance is motivation enough.
God, Raziel is so cool. As I said before, I would love that game as a kid.
Fool. You almost had me,
No.
my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one
No, kill him.
chance you get. I assure you of that.
God damn it, it's over.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned,
that's interesting.
the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Okay, so I assume it would like sap our health if you summon the Reaver. So yeah, but it's basically like worse like in the first game, because in the first game when you went from the spirit realm to the to like the normal quote unquote realm, then you'd have your life sap from your health bar. But yes, it seems like now it only happens when you have the Soul Reaver. When you brandish your big sword, your life leaves you, basically.
Legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore,
Reverse aroused, exactly. Exactly, now we can arouse our Reaver.
he lived high
You know, the old man doesn't have his stuff, but at least we have aroused our Reaver. And there we go. That's how it should go, right?
in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness.
Ooh.
It was supposedly imbued with
I remember that thing
stored
from Blood
with
Omen
great
1.
unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
was
sure.
this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
He has no heart these days. You know how it is in this economy, right? It's very hard to have a heart nowadays, you know? But yeah, basically in Blood Omen 1, the Heart of Darkness was literally the most important item in the game. Because it like literally revived you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure full have as well. Basically imagine like having a fairy from Zelda, but you can keep like 30 of these at the same time. And yeah, it's basically like required because Blood Omen 1 was like a very junky game. It was very easy to die. Yeah, what are these? Yeah, I still wonder, is this like a decoration? We can like do something with it. Okay, we can go through here. But I'm still thinking about that other grate. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking about this grate here. Yeah, let's see if I'll be able to go and shift. There we go. Let's become a shitter for a bit. Oh wait. Oh, I remember. That's the one I came from. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I think we went here and then we got like an instant cutscene, so that's why I forgot. Question is, can I cross a river? If they didn't remove that upgrade from the first game, then actually can, and seems so far we have the same upgrade, so maybe we'll be able to cross a river, you know, even though we're a vampire. Because yeah, in the first game you had basically the water hurt you and like killed you instantly in the first game, and then in like the penultimate dungeon, from what I remember. Actually, no, not even like penultimate dungeon. The third dungeon, you would then get an upgrade that allowed you to swim without dying. So yeah, maybe we can cross a river. I guess we'll see. Okay, so we have door here. That's where we talk with Mobius, right? Okay, yeah, exactly. You can go in, and yes, we can. Yeah, we can see that scene from the first game. Yes, I keep saying I'm just quite surprised that they actually like kept the continuity mostly intact, you know, because you know, even like games like good stories generally don't do that, you know. There's like always a lot of changes on the way, but no, they actually like kept a lot. And you know what can I say? As someone who started the game, you know, in release order 2 days ago. Not days, sorry, 2 years ago. Yeah, I guess we can lose the track of time there. But yeah, as someone who like started the series in release order 2 years ago from Blood Omen 1, yeah, I really appreciate that because I can like remember a lot of it. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised how much I remember. Yeah, I guess that story really stuck with me. I mean, it's a very good story, right? The lore in those games is pretty cool. But let's keep going. And don't mind me there, bats. Yeah, we have bats and we have rats. Very cool. We have everything. There's me. Tap circle twice to turn Reaver on. Oh, I see. Wood. Okay, that's cool. Nope. Oh, I think I see how it works. Okay, I understand now. So basically, so I assume basically the more I use it, the more I use it, it will like damage me eventually. Okay. So basically, in this game, Reaver seems to be like basically your devil trigger. I'd say it's like a special weapon that you can use. Okay, so that's quite interesting because again, in the first game, the Reaver was also like your powered up weapon, but it's like always there when you had the full health. So that's very interesting. It's a cool change. That gives you some decision to make. It's quite nice to have. Another cutscene. There's so many cutscenes.
Strange how my history came full circle.
Yeah, so far it's quite linear actually.
This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here. And then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses.
Noble corpses, exactly.
For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self.
There we go. Here we are.
Among my fallen comrades.
There's my boy.
It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been. And
Yeah, we look so cool.
Phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal.
Yeah, it's
welled
basically
up in me.
expectations reality.
Overwhelming, I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him.
So yeah, basically the story of Soul Reaver is like, yeah, basically we're an e-boy before. We're like a priest e-boy, and then Cain took this from us. He took our fate of being an e-boy, right? So now we have to go and kill him. Now that we're ugly. So yeah, basically that's the story of Soul Reaver. I like the concept of water magic. You hope you see it used against vampires because of the still constant water rule, and not the OP kind of water magic that heals you. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure there's, if I remember correctly, although I didn't find all the spells in the first game. I did find like most of the spells in the first game. I found like 4, if I remember correctly. But yeah, if I remember correctly, in the first game, there was like no water spells. I think it was like there was like stone, there was fire, there was light, and I think and I don't know about anything else. I don't remember water, but maybe there is. I don't know. But yeah, basically, also in the first game, one of the ways to take care of vampires, or the vampire enemies in that game, because yeah, like literally all the enemies were the vampires. I mean, and some humans as well. But yeah, basically in the first game, you could either like impale the vampires, or you could just throw them into the sun, or you could throw them into the water. So they like burn in the water. So that was pretty cool. Prepare to die. Oh, how dare you! Ow! Stop doing that! Ow! God, I'm laming so hard right now. Oh, but yeah, the dodge is very, very junky. Ow! Stop doing that. But yeah, I don't like the combat so far. And I know it just feels so much worse than the first game. Yeah, the first game was junky, but this is like also floaty. It's so weird. Mean Axla is actually it's a halberd, as you can see. But yeah, that's true. They are mean. Yeah, what do we have? Yeah, here's Duma. We fought him in the first game. That's pretty cool. You could actually, we were here in the first game as well. We actually visit. Okay, maybe not this part, but we did visit our tomb. So yeah, we can see us. We can see Raziel Forma, the e-boy, as you can see. Yeah, he's like literally looking like a Korean e-boy from like Webtoon or something. I mean, I was joking about a yaoi, and he actually looks like something from like a yaoi webtoon. Not like I know of, but still. But yeah, we have Duma, Raziel, Turel. I don't think we fought him actually. I don't remember this guy. We had Rahab. We did fight that guy. Oh, maybe he was the guy who was like impaled on his throne room. Maybe that's the guy. And Malkaya, we also fought for this guy. Either that or he was the... Yeah, I think that was the water guy. And this was the guy who was impaled in this like snowy fortress. But yeah, it's been a while. It's been over a year since we've played that one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The streamer's poorly disguised projection. Don't worry about it. It could be worse. It could be other poorly disguised thing, you know. Don't worry. It could always be worse. Anyway. Yeah, actually wonder what. I'm actually wonder when there's like a safe place where we can go and save our game. That would be quite nice. But yeah, so far it's quite linear. So I assume we're like in the tutorial. Okay, so we can either. Actually, where did it came from? That's a good question. I kind of forgot. Yeah, I assume we went this way, right? Can I get through? Can I get through these? No, I cannot. Give me some souls to sack, please. Thank you. Okay, so I assume we went this way. That's where it came from. Okay. Give me one of these. Now we're ready. And there were stairs. Like this way. So check this place out. But yeah, I think it's like a tutorial right now because it's just so linear. Like one thing you have to like give to Soul Reaver 1, even though the game was like... Oh, you awoke Mice on accident. She slept with her eyes open. Oh, that's the name of your kitty, right? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess cats can do that. But yeah, generally I think cats like, you know, sleep with their eyes closed. But yeah, it seems like she has a gift, right? But as I was saying, this really seems like a tutorial, because as I was about to say, Soul Reaver 1 for as much of a confusing game Soul Reaver 1 was, at the very least it was, you know, quite open from the start. You had this like very quick tutorial corridor. You know, you killed some enemies, you learned how to jump and whatnot, and then you are on your own. So that was quite cool. Even though it was very confusing at times, but still. But yeah, right now it's like very linear. Like surprisingly so even. Yeah, so far I had like a lot of long corridors with enemies. Okay, this time without enemies actually. But yeah, I could really use a save point right now. I don't think this game has autosaves. Oh, nice. That's a nice stream.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah. This is like the first time we see, you know, actual real Nosgoth, not a wasteland, since Blood-Omen 1. So yeah, that's quite nice. But yeah, one thing I wanted to like bring your attention to is that we are right now looking at a stream, on a stream. Yeah, it's all coming together, guys.
The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Cain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Cain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Cain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
Yeah, exactly. This is very cool. Like Raziel is so cool, and yeah, his voice actor is great. He's like amazing. Apparently, that guy is like He's like 80 years old right now. And apparently when he got this role again in this new Legacy of Kain game, unfortunately he apparently sounds like very tired and, you know, old. Because, you know, he is old. He's like literally over 80 right now. So yeah, that's a bit sad. But yeah, in this game he's like top notch. As I said before, I really love the voice acting. It is a few levels above the, you know, even like voice acting today. It is very, very good. And yes, Sergeant, I guess you will go and you will see if we can thread the river or not. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we still have the upgrade from the first game. Yes, we have. We can swim. Oh god, those controls are bad. Nothing like a good water section, right? Oh god, so it's even more floaty. I mean, this time it's more understandable because we are in water, but still. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Soul Reaver 2. Like, the controls are much worse than the first game, I'd say. I don't know, this may just be my memories playing tricks on me. Okay, yeah, that's how we have to do it. There, come on. There we go. Okay, nice.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This
what's that?
created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Also, it seems like we can actually die in this game. That's interesting. I don't think you could die in Soul Reaver 1. I don't think you could get like a game over. When you die in that game, you could go to the spirit world, so you could like go and you know, regain the souls and then return to the game. I'm pretty sure you could not die in the spirit world, if I remember. But in this game, it seems like we can actually die. So this exactly, Severin. This is our bonfire. Okay. Water is tasty. Gonna fetch some. Yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that. But yeah, here's the question to people who played that game. Does it mean the game is safe now? Is it like a save point for us? Because yeah, what can I say? I would like to maybe end the stream when it's saved. So if you guys know, then let me know. Can we like use it? Hold on, let's go and try the spirit realm. Yeah, I assume I can suck some stuff from that. I actually can't. Only one way to find out, yeah, I guess. Yeah, this emblem looks like an hourglass, which is usually like I mean, it's either like an hourglass or a diskette when you want to show a save point. Yeah, whatever. Really quick game, yes.
Where
God damn it! You tricked me. Yeah, actually you did not, but you did not trick me, but
is the usual question.
okay.
In your case,
Okay, I can skip
when
these.
might be
Okay, that was a blunder. Yeah, exactly, Severin. Yeah, I guess what I'll do for the next stream is that I'll just go and go back to that place. It seems like the game is quite linear, so I should do it pretty easily. So yeah, I think I'll just retrace my steps. But yeah, it seems like the checkpoint was not a save point. I guess I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I think we'll go and end the stream now. I'm getting quite tired. And what can I say? I want to go and try out my Bing Wahoos, you know? and to go and download the Mario Kart and try it out, maybe. Who knows, maybe. Trying out games, you know, gaming is optional when buying a console. It's just for bragging rights or something. But yeah, that was a bit of a blunder. I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, as I said, thankfully the game is like quite linear so far. It won't take me Yeah, it shouldn't take me like any trouble to go back to that point. So yeah, there's at least that. But the stream's getting long, and as I said before, I was quite exhausted. And it's getting late, so you know, I'd rather go and take a breather now. Is it time to leave already? Yes, I'm sorry. I'm quite tired today. And we've been like yapping for like almost 2 hours before, so I'm very tired. So yeah, we're going to say our goodbyes today. But you just miss me. You just miss me exiting the game, thinking I got to the checkpoint and that my game was saved. But no, it was not saved. So yeah, basically the next stream, when I do the next stream of Soul Reaver 2, we will have to go through all of it again, which thankfully now I know it's like all linear, so it won't take me that much time. But yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, but still. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the Yapping and enjoyed the stream today. Hope you guys had fun. And yeah, sorry for not streaming too much lately, but don't worry, we're going to stream more in a few days. Like as I said before, if tomorrow the weather will be bad and I'll have like a lot of energy, then we'll probably go and log on into Dark Souls. We'll try to like finish most of the DLC. But if that won't happen, then on Saturday we'll go and play some indie games and some heroes. And after that, on Sunday, we're going to have a collab with, from what I remember, it was with Mana, Fets, Milo, and yeah, I forgot her, sorry. But yeah, we're gonna have a nice collab on Sunday, so be sure to be there as well. By the way, my Yapping is turning cool. Thank you. It pleases me that, you know, some people can find some entertainment in that, you know. I mean, I wouldn't, but, you know, I do appreciate that you do. So yeah, thank you so much, Sergeant. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I think I'm repeating myself. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I've been like very exhausted this past few days. Now I'm just recovering. But yeah, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. Especially thank you Deus Ex Logic. Thank you Fab. Thank you Awesome Knight. Thank you Surgeon Soul Stick, and thank you Severin for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And let's see who I can rate. And see who's live. Oh, I would love to rate my Oshi right now because he's live, but you know, I don't think that would be. I don't think that would be recommended. I'm not worthy. I mean, yeah, I would love to rate Randon, but you know, I respect him too much, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, if you don't want to go to my raid target, then you know, go check out Randon. Although you probably already know who he is, so that's not a. So that's not a problem. He's a popular guy. But let me check who's here. Who I can visit today? You know what? Let's go to Digby. He's also. Oh yeah, that's right. He was the last collab mate for Sunday. It was Digby. You know the cat. The British cat, and he is also having a collab today with, I can see, yeah, one of the people he's collabing with is our good friend Ray as well. So you know, two friends. Let's go and rate our two friends. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, and if not, then I will see you guys on Saturday. So yeah, I'm starting the raid. Thank you guys so much again for watching, even though I fucked up at the end and actually didn't save my game. And don't worry though, it's just a temporary setback. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys later. And now I'm going to go and play my Beeping Wahoos. So see ya, bye bye.